It's ahead. Ibrahim, you've won the toss again. What are you going to do?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We're going to bowl first.
You're going to bowl first. Tell me why when you look at the surface and how it's looking.
Yeah, it's a different wicket. It looks like similar to the last game. But we want to chase and we want to bowl first.
Yeah, just talking about the similarities and wanting to chase, you probably did yourselves a favour, kept them to 160, but you didn't manage to get there. Where do you feel you could have batted better?
Yeah, exactly. We did some little bit mistake in that game, but we already talked about it. We will try to cover that, and we come with positive intent and positive mindset. We will try to execute the plan which given from our coach.
It's been a tough tour for you. You talk about positivity, which is good. What is it that you've said coming into the T20 side as captain to try and get the best performances out of the players?
Yeah, I always try to play well for the team. Not as a captain, as a player. I always try to play well, but there is two responsibility. One as a player, one as a captain. But I'm trying to enjoy and do my well.
Any changes to the team from the other day?
Yeah, we got one change. Hazratullah Zazai comes in. Qais Ahmad is not playing.
Okay, all well today.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. Winindu, you've lost the toss. You're going to have to bat again here. What do you think is the competitive total on this pitch, which looks similar?
Yeah, we didn't see any changes last game, so we are looking to bat, good 6 overs, first 6 overs. Then we try to score 180.
Yeah. 180 would probably be a good score. We look at the way you played in that innings, outstanding. You repaired the innings for the team. Can we expect to see you continue to be floating in that batting lineup?
Yeah, of course, especially when the spinners comes here.
Team for today?
We have no changes. We're going with same team.
Okay, all right. All the best today.
Thanks.
Right, that's the news then from the middle here. Afghanistan have won the toss. They're going to bowl first.
Well, that is an interesting decision. Raslan fell bat first. Sri Lanka wouldn't mind it. Unchanged for Sri Lanka. One change. Case goes out. And one change for Afghanistan. What are your thoughts?
I think Hazratullah Zazai will bring in that left-hander in the option in the top order, and we all know he's a chonker, he's a hitter. So, as I said, again, middle order lacks that batsman who can play that anchor role. Apart from that, I think it remains the same. Sri Lanka, why would you change when you win a game?
All right, we're ready. You can pick up the sound. They're all very excited. Time to start. Let's go across and join Russell Arnold and Farhad Fidai as we are ready to play.
Second T20 International here at the Rangiri Dambula International Stadium. Sri Lanka won the first one, and what a game it was. What an atmosphere we had. It was so much fun. We expect more of the same here today. Full house expected. Sri Lanka have been put into bat once again. Kusal Mendis is out there along with Pathum Nissanka. One change for Afghanistan. Fazalul Haq Farooqi, they'll want nothing different from him though. Those early inroads, get that ball to swing around and maybe put Sri Lanka under pressure. The change, of course, the leg spin of Qais Ahmad. He's been left out, and the batting strengthened. Hazratullah Zazai, he comes in, firepower. Well, Sri Lanka's batting, they got up to 160, but all thanks to Wanindu Hasaranga. The others need to get going. I think there'll be something on offer for the faster bowlers. You have to work your way into it. Runs straight away on the pads. Nissanka's just chipped it over the top.
Good evening, Russell. That's a good shot. The man who's been in supreme form in the one-day international format came into the T20, could not score much, but this time onto the pads, and he cashes it out. First ball, first boundary. That should feel so good for Sri Lanka. Already got the rhythm and momentum with them since the start of the tour. Afghanistan, on the other hand, have been searching for the victory. Despite the strain and sweat, they still have not been able to get one.
He ran with the shot that made it easy. But the noise of the bat That will be encouraging for the batters. Prageet Rambukwal was the standing umpire the other day as well. Lyndon Hannibals, he was the TV umpire for the first T20 international. He's got his notebook out. Ravindra Vimalasiri is our TV umpire today, and Chris Broad, our match referee. Good evening, gents. Oh, that's interesting. Giving the ball a bit of a blow. But it's not even. There are a few patches visible here and there. Few more cracks visible thereby too. Could be too pace, that's what I reckon. Because there are different areas. There'll be some unevenness. Not in the pitch, in the spread of grass. And that will help the ball misbehave. Maybe give the bowler something to work with. Lovely shot. But he's not got it as fine as he'd like. Moment he starts playing that, you'll say that he's feeling comfortable.
Yeah, that tells about Kushal Mendes being in his frame of mind, feeling comfortable, hitting the ball with the loft. This time around, it's good that he didn't time it so perfectly nice to fall into the hands of the fielder. Just bounces short of the fielder, stationed over there at the deep square leg.
Oh, he's clubbed that through the covers. There was width. He's in very good form, Pathum Nissanka.
Pathum Nissanka hits 2 boundaries in the first over. One towards the leg side, onto his pads. And this time around, width on offer on the 5th stump, and he slices this beautifully for another boundary.
Capacity here in Dambulla is a 30,000, I'm told. Pitching outside leg stump. Mendes calls him through. That's very good. 11 off the first over. Good start for Sri Lanka.
For 12 years, for 4,383 sunrises, our scientists have been working to make one thing better. AG1. AG1 is a comprehensive and convenient blend of vitamins, minerals, and food-sourced ingredients. Just 1 scoop of AG1 once a day contains the nutrients you need to support your mental performance, energy, heart health, and immune system. 1 scoop, once a day. Simple. Support your body. Get started at drinkag1.com.
Umarzai, Azmatullah. Good little all-rounder, can get the ball to move around. He needs it to swing. That's when he's at his best, Umarzai. He's got a slip in place. Deep point and the deep square leg are the 2 fielders outside that 30-yard circle. Good crowd in once again. They're loving it. The North Central province here, you can easily accessible. Well, look at that. The other day we had 30,005, I'll tell you, because I only saw about 5 guys on trees. Today we have about 30,025. Should be safe. They'll come back for a couple. In fact, 3. Just a little lazy there, Nabi. Allowed Nissanka to sprint through.
Come on, yaar. Well, this has been really good running between the wicket, getting quick runs in the previous over. Run hard. And this time around, you would think that they will get 2, but then all of a sudden, Muhammad Nabi just giving him a little breather, and they are up for it. Nissanka runs the 3rd one and gets the 3rd one.
And they complete it easy. There was no real urgency either. Oh, bit of swing. Mendes, there was a bit of hesitation. He quickly bailed out. The right thing to do.
Yeah, we can see this is the second boundary of the first over of Fazlak Farooqi. Patum Nissanka, he's going to cash out on these. He's been in a very good form. It's important that how you come into the game with the momentum, with the rhythm. Afghanistan, on the other hand, will have to find that spark. They had the spark in the first T20I. They were very sharp in the field. Qais Ahmed early on saved a couple of boundaries, put himself on the right and the left. He was put onto the deep covers and he fielded really well. So you need that spirit from Afghanistan.
Oh, he thought about going leg side and then bailed out once again. He really does like that pickup shot or the scoop or whatever you may like to call it. This is good running though, the non-striker. Calling early. Direct hit would have had his man, but he missed by a lot. Karim Janat.
Yeah, direct hits can really be interesting in the game. It's by margins, very little margins, and you can be out.
Again, good understanding between Mendes and Nissanka.
Well, you losing the battle if fielder inside the circle cannot stop the singles, because the reason why we can see he could have been out had it been a direct hit.
For sure, not even in the picture we wouldn't have gone upstairs for sure. But I do think the throw was very wide at the stumps, and that's why there was no urgency from Nissanka to try and get the dive in. He could see the angle.
Well, one thing has been clear with the way the mindset that the Sri Lankans are batting out in the middle. They want to score as many runs they can inside the power play. We saw in the first game, they went hard. In this game again, they want to score more runs inside, because we know that there are only two fielders outside the circle. So they want to cash it out as much as they can.
51 for 3 in that first T20 international. Can't beat Janat. Decent over from Umar Zai comes to an end. It's 17 for none.
It's been a good comeback by Azmatullah Umar Zai, giving away only 6 runs, but Sri Lanka are on a...
This is you on your first day as a teacher.
Anybody?
This is a class you'll inspire.
Alien?
No,
Like?
really inspire. This is a lesson you'll learn from her, him, and then here's the day you're put to the test.
And this is the day we bring it home!
These are all the lives you'll shape. This is the one you'll shape the most. Search Get Into Teaching.
Hasaranga with the bat, but then there's Matisha Patirana with the ball though. Angelo Matthews playing today. There was a fitness test earlier on. Naveen-ul Haq's being introduced to the attack, replacing Farooqi, who went for 10 in that first over. So Matthews did open the bowling and bowl a couple of overs and then was not on the field. He was in and out, and for most parts he was out. A bit of stiffness, we were told. He's got that. Mendes has hit it well. It'll be 4.
Yeah, the boundaries continue to flow, although this is a good change. If your frontline bowler has given away 2 boundaries, you want to go to the other experienced bowler that you have inside the squad. Naveen-ul Haq brought in, but this one a little bit full in the slot. Kusal Mendes just showing the face of the bat to it, playing it towards the own side. Gets a boundary to his name, so both the openers have been able to hit boundaries, and that'll give you some confidence.
It was an easy hit because Naveen-ul Haq's gone very wide of the crease. And from his hand itself, Mendes can pick that angle. That's why he just chips it. Yeah, just on Matthews, while batting, just to get off the strike, he had to really push himself, and that's where he did a little bit of damage though. The umpires having a look at the ball. And since then, he was tested. Yeah, there's going to be a change in the ball. Only 4 T20 internationals before the T20 World Cup. Now that's where I'm talking about there. Just there, he looks a little uncomfortable when trying to push hard. And he felt that stiffness right through the game. He didn't feel, now Sri Lanka can't afford that. You're making plans, you're trying to finalize your team to get to that T20 World Cup, and you want him to be 100%. There was a fitness test today and he was passed to play, fit to play. Yep, change in ball.
Absolutely, if experience is your best suit, you will always want the most experienced play for you in the big games. And what better than the ICC T20 World Cup that is going to be just in a few months. So you'll want to set your playing 11 and the 15-16 players that you want, and you will want for all of them to be fit and in form.
You want them to play together, understand their roles, come up with game plans. What can we do to change it around? You want to figure all that out. Again, good running, good delivery, get off strike. That's the way to go. Now watch him. Very wide. That's what he usually does, and his action helps him bring it back in. So Mendes sees it right from the hand, and he'll put it away. And mind you, Matthews will play a vital role if in the team, because he's an all-rounder. They'll want some overs from him, and back at a time where there's a lot of intensity out in the middle. Can't get that through. That's Zazai who gets in the way.
That's good fielding, because that was running really, really fast. Tell you what, Pathum Nissanka, the way he's been middling it, tell you it's not easy to stop such balls. Zazai doing the right thing, stopping that. Been brought in today in place of Kais. And that's maybe the reason why they've wanted to bat second, because they have now strengthened their batting lineup, added one more batter.
Has he got it? Yes, he has. He's got enough. It's running away. Not the timing he would have liked, but just enough.
Well, the same area has been breached 2 times inside the over of Naveenul Haq. This time it is the different batter, Pathum Nissanka. Earlier in the over, Kusal Mendes getting a boundary there, and this time around, Pathum Nissanka, he finds it in his arc. It was linked ball, waited for it, and cleared the fielder inside the circle for a boundary. It's the sign of danger for Afghanistan. Pathum Nissanka been in the form. He's hit 3 boundaries already, and all of them have been really clean hits.
That was a poor delivery. Gets the treatment. That's a shot of authority.
Well, that's becoming the most expensive over so far. First over going for 11, second for 6. It was a good comeback, but this time 3 boundaries already inside this over, and you can't just give so much width and so much room to a player like Pathum Nissanka, who's been in such a good form. Smashes this for a boundary, and crowd is enjoying it. Of course, they've come to see the cricketing action unfolding.
Yeah, they're jumping up and down, but I just fear for those on that tree there. There are 20 of them up there. Can it hold them? Hope they don't jump up and down. Will that be 4? He's deflected it nicely. It is. 4 fours in the over. 3 overs bowled. Sri Lanka 34 for none.
Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her?
Jack! It's 3 a.m. It's a burger. Just get one tomorrow.
Oh, I will. Yep, it's back. Big tasty, big love.
On 25, Mendes a little slower. Now Mendes has opener since 2022, strikes at 144. He's used the pace. They come back for two. That's very good running. That's been a feature of this partnership today.
Well, if one thing is for sure, they have put pressure on the Afghanistan fielder with running between the wicket. They've been really quick between the wicket, but this is the fourth boundary of the previous over of Naveen ul Haq, this time onto the pads. Again, not getting the line right and deflected nicely to the boundary. 4 boundaries in that over. And Pathum Nissanka got the 3 of them. It's been a really good start by Sri Lanka.
Front of square, that'll be 4. It's setting up nicely the moment you bowl short.
Well, you've been talking about it. The crowd is absolutely enjoying this. Kusal Mendes is in good form when he hits the ball to that region this time. He likes to pick it up. It was too short. He picked it early and smashed this for a boundary. So they have not been sparing any bowlers. All of them have been hit for the boundaries. It's 40 runs already inside the 4th over. That's been a strong start by Sri Lanka.
Now the concerning fact for Afghanistan is that Sri Lanka really haven't tried. They played the ball on merits. They've been able to play just good shots. Aerial, safe, and runs, more runs.
Well, there's no stopping to this. It seems like it's a competition between Nissanka and Kusal Mendes as to how many each can hit, and this time it is Kusal Mendes, the second boundary inside the over. This time Azmatullah Omarzai bowling it full. Expecting any swing, maybe you might just want to drag it a little bit. You might just want to bowl a little bit away from his arc, but Kusal Mendes cashes it out. Another boundary.
That forces a field change. The 2 in the deep are square leg and deep mid-wicket. Even in the previous over, Mendes was eyeing that leg side. Now he looked to use the pace. He tries but fails.
It's been a very fiery start by Sri Lanka. Previous over, Naveen ul Haq hit for 4 boundaries. And you will tell he was just not into the proper line in length. And good shots by both the openers.
Yeah, it's been risk-free cricket. Oh, that looks straight. That looks straight. Hannibal says yes.
That's the line maybe he was looking for. Dragged it just a little bit. Pathum Nissanka knows he's done. They're asking if they will want to go for the review, but no, he doesn't decide to take the review, and rightly so, because that, I tell you, is plumb. Heading the middle in leg stump. Azmatullah Omarzai gets the breakthrough. Can this be the opening Afghanistan is looking for? Can this stop the run flow? Afghanistan needed a comeback, and this wicket will certainly do. Yes, once again trapped right in front.
And he's bowling fuller. That's the key. When he's bowled short, he's been easy to put away. But that's been an entertaining 25 from Pathum Nissanka. 45 for 1.
Who are we saving today, Money Super 7?
At Money Supermarket, you'll get a year of free days out at thousands of venues when you buy car insurance, broadband and more. Then, buy more products with us and we'll give you even more rewards to spend however you want. The more times you save in your household bills, the more you'll be rewarded.
Not bad.
The Super Save Club from Money Supermarket. Seriously rewarding.
Sri Lanka lost a wicket, but they're off to a flyer. 45 for 1 in the 4th over. They won't mind that. Coming into the first 6 overs, they give the freedom to the batters if they need to take a chance and go after the bowlers to do that. Dhananjaya De Silva, the Test captain, joins the ODI captain out in the middle. 6 overs, you don't mind losing a couple.
Yeah, but that Afghanistan will certainly take. Once again, trapped in front. Pathum Nissanka, look at that. In line, hitting the leg stump. finishes the over nicely. A wicket taking over gives away 11 runs but takes the wicket of Pathum Nissanka. Sri Lanka after 4 are 45 for 1. It has been a great start by Sri Lanka. They have put 45 runs at the end of 4 overs but have lost one opener, Pathum Nissanka, after making 25. Got LBW by Azmatullah Omarzai.
Explosive is the word I'll use to describe the start that Sri Lanka's had to the second T20 international. Faruqi back into the attack. Bit of swing away from the right-hander. He's waited nicely for it. Kusal Mendes, and got it away for another boundary. Perfect start to the 5th over.
Yep, it's been very good for Sri Lanka. Going at 11 plus and over. And as you said, I think the proper interpretation or the proper description of the stroke play has to be explosive. It has been pretty explosive. They've taken the bowling on. They have not been afraid to go after them. And so far they've been pretty successful. It's risk-free. That's what I like. Some of the shots played have been very good, very correct, proper cricket shots that has given them value.
Oh, slower ball in the air, gone. It's a great comeback. First over was expensive, taken out of the attack. But he comes back in and immediately the decision pays dividends.
Well, you could see Kusal Mendes' reaction, and that tells you a story how disappointed he is. Pace off. Just got stuck in the pitch, I thought, a little bit. Didn't really arrive. And straight down the throat of the man at cover. So Afghanistan have done well. They've got both openers dismissed very quickly, close to each other. Kusal Mendes, 23 of 14, 49 for 2.
Well, the crowds have been good here in Dambulla. They've come out once again. Almost a full house already. They've been entertained thus far. Sadira Samarawikrama. Not the best reading those numbers in T20 international cricket. They'll improve. He's a quality player. Oh, confusion, confusion. It had to be a direct hit.
I'll tell you what, Samarawikrama had given up. There was absolute confusion. The 50 is up. But just take a look at Samarawikrama running to the non-striker's end. Look at the confusion here. He stops there and he virtually gives it up there. He knew that the fielder had a very good chance, very good view of the wickets. But he was very lucky. That's the second time Pathum Nissanka escaped once earlier on, and this time Samarawikrama.
Yeah, Najibullah Zadran there, I think, just saying, somebody try and get back to the stumps. But it all just happened too quickly. Good running. This is very good running. Straight away, he's called for the single. And remember, he's got a bit of extra work to do because he's played that off the back foot.
Right, this is Kusal Mendes. Slower one, bowled into the pitch, just sliced it. He checked his shot. You could see that he was looking to play that shot and then checked it. The ball didn't arrive. He was committed a little bit. And holding out to the man at cover. See what Afghanistan have done well. We'll come to that. This might be a boundary. Couple of runs only. But what Afghanistan has done well is that they have dismissed the two set batters. So they got two new batters here. So they got some time to get in, bowl some dots, if they can get another wicket. So they've got an opening, they've got an opportunity for an opening. Always good to have two new batters together. Sri Lanka has had that mistake where they find that set batters tend to get out close to each other in the first innings, in the first game, I must say. It happened with the second half. Vanidhu Hasaranga got out and then again confusion. 5 done, 53 for 2.
McDelivery? You in?
I'm in.
I'm in. McSpicy. Medium meal. Yeah. I'm in.
I'm in. McCrispy. We're in.
Oh, fries for me.
Wait, did someone say fries? I'm in.
I'm in. Yeah, I well fancy a fillet of fish. Expand your palate.
Big Mac. Mayo chicken. Double cheeseburger. I'm in.
There's nothing quite like a delivery. You in? Oh, I'm in.
.50 came up in that fifth over for Sri Lanka. Inside 5 overs, but the good news for Afghanistan is they've got 2 new men at the crease. Good cricket. And soft hands into the offside.
You can also see that the 30-yard fielders inside the 30 yards are creeping in a little bit, rather than being tight on the 30-yard circle, because at the time Kusal Mendes and Pathum Nissanka were going quickly, and they were hitting those gaps, they were finding those boundaries. So this will be an important phase where the Afghan bowlers will look to try and build some pressure. And in the process, if they can get another wicket, because Dhananjay has faced 3 deliveries, Samar Vikrama just 3.
Yeah, this is where they need to realize that it's an opportunity for them to squeeze. Yeah, now we saw the dismissal of Kusal Mendes a bit earlier. He's got his number 2 and 2. Fazalak Faruqi, on both occasions, just taking a bit of pace off the ball. So he's realized it worked in the first game. He's come back, he's done the same thing this time. Good awareness.
Yeah, different types of dismissals, but certainly the plan appears to be almost the same. Pace off the ball.
Yeah, looks like he's just got something that's flown into the eye. Naveen ul Haq. Yeah, just at that last moment. Good running again. Straight away. Good understanding between these two since that first miscommunication.
Well, the last boundary came 8 balls ago. Now, that may not look very significant in terms of balls and the boundary, but if you look at what the Sri Lankan openers were doing before, they've hit 9 boundaries so far in 5.5 overs, so you could see the high percentage of boundaries. And suddenly, the Afghan bowlers trying to bring in some control. So they bowled in a few dots. They haven't given those boundaries. It's been more tap and running rather than really looking to be aggressive. Again, pace off the ball. That's Naveen ul Haq's strength. He takes a lot of pace off the ball.
Yeah, Kusal Mendes In the last two series, including against Zimbabwe, has got himself out playing some pretty wide deliveries. Have a look at that. Caught at point here. One of the ones against Zimbabwe as well, caught at point. So he's reaching for the ball and he's not in control of the stroke. And that's why he's getting a lot of outside edges. A lot of balls going in the air into that cover ring. So that's something that he'll certainly want to work on.
Good fielding, but still not able to pierce that field on the offside. It's a tight ring. And he found 3 dots, 2 singles. So this is what I'm talking about. So at one stage going at more than 11 runs and over, that rate of scoring is still good. Nice stride and drive by Dhananjay. Nice punch, but not able to get through. That rate of scoring is still pretty decent. But when you look at where the Sri Lankan rate of scoring was, and those 2 wickets have inflicted some kind of damage. Getting another fly?
Wow. If it is, it's a stubborn one. Yeah, he's definitely got something that's annoying him in that right eye. It looks like he's managed to get it out the way. Sometimes it's a bit of sweat that just drips into the eyes.
Big sweat?
No, not on that occasion, no. Definitely looks like he's just got something that's annoying him. Change in the field. Deep mid-wicket into the circle. Oh, that's well bowled. It's a good length. It's a good line as well to end the power play. 55 for 2, Sri Lanka. .55 for 2, Sri Lanka. At the end of the first power play. And that's confirmation that it's the beginning of the second one. They were 51 for 3. I beg your pardon, the other evening at this stage, as we see Karim Janat come into the attack. Beautiful. That really is a gorgeous cricketing stroke.
Yeah, we'll release the pressure because 6 runs had accumulated 10 deliveries up to that point. So that's a break-free shot. They were finding the fielders but not the gaps. That will relax Samaravikrama a bit. He's gone to 8 of 6. Lovely drive. He's so good. Looks so pleasing to the eye. Nice stride. Everything behind it. Such good technique. Good thing about him is, even in T20 cricket, he doesn't try to slog.
Yeah, the fundamentals, just because it's T20 cricket, don't change. You've still got to have a good technique. You've still got to play good cricketing strokes. It's been a very busy start for Sri Lanka in the power play. Lots of boundaries. And as you say, the hallmark of this package is good cricketing strokes. That was the dismissal of Pathum Nissanka. He's playing down the wrong line. And then Kusal Mendes, an over later. Wow. He's done well to keep it to 2. Noor Ahmed. I guess, Rashan, when we looked at the beginning of the over, 55 for 2 after the power play, you'd be quite happy with that. But possibly more disappointed in the last 2 overs leading up to the end of the power play because they started off really well.
Yeah, if you take the score in isolation of what happened, it looks a good score. But then if you take everything into context, I think Sri Lanka will be disappointed, as you said. 2 wickets lost, the last few over balls not really giving them the runs they were looking for. Now this is graceful. This is beautiful. Timing and great work. Great work. The umpire would want to take a look for sure, but full marks for the effort. Dhananjay Silva just made it look so easy.
Graceful. Really look beautiful to the eye. This is wonderful from Noor Ahmed. Remember, he's a left-hander, so that's gone to his right hand. He's got a firm hand on it. He's saved 1 run.
He clearly saved a single. This is brilliant work. Well, this is the boundary. This is Sadira Samarekam. Look at that stride. Look how he leans into it. Such a lovely shot.
Nice, come down the wicket. He's seen him, Karim Janat. He's dug it into the pitch, but it's still very good running. Realized the big shot wasn't on, dropped it into the onside and came back for 2.
See Sri Lanka trying to gather some momentum here. They made it easily in the end. But Samaravikrama is just looking to try and create some pace, looking to try and change the bowler's length. They already got 12 here, which is good from a Sri Lankan point of view, because they're now starting that to gather pace, to get that momentum going again.
Yeah, this is good cricket. Very healthy over, 13 from it. End of the 7th, 68 for 2.
Jack! It's 3 a.m. It's a burger. Just get one tomorrow.
Oh, I will. Yep, it's back. Big tasty, big love.
Early on in the innings, we didn't see this man operate with the ball 2 days ago, and I was very surprised. Mohammad Nabi, most experienced bowler in this Afghanistan lineup, and how often does he get breakthroughs when he comes into the attack? I really thought that they probably missed something in that first T20.
Actually, you took words out of my mouth. That was something I was going to ask you. We never saw him in that first game, and why? I mean, there was a time that we felt that he would do Rashid Khan's role.
1-1.
What he's done so differently so far, we've seen him in the one-days, is that he tends to bowl slower. He generally slides on a little bit, goes round the wicket, fires the ball in. But in this white ball series, we've seen him bowl slower. Not been easy to get away, has been very economical. Has been going at around 4 runs an over, or less than 4.
That's what he does so well. And in T20 cricket, when he comes into the attack early and the ball is still new, invariably he's looking to bowl that arm ball, and he's bowled it twice already. Gets that ball to just swing away from the right-hander. And there you go. But very quickly, Roshan, because we don't have much time. Are you surprised? I understand in the first game that Ibrahim Zatran said that he wasn't sure of the conditions, so elected to bowl first. At one stage on that pitch, Sri Lanka could easily have got 190, close to 200. Again, it seems like on a pitch that doesn't have too much in it, Afghanistan's just gifted an opportunity to Sri Lanka to go out there and bat and get a big total.
We're a bit surprised, particularly in the context of what Russell said at the pitch report. He felt that batting first appeared to be the way forward. But then, I mean, listening to Zadran, what he told you, prefers chasing. They're comfortable chasing, not in control, but it's going to fall safe. And in fact, might get a boundary. Useful runs. As I said, wasn't in total control, but in T20 cricket, you'll take it. Doesn't matter how it comes.
Yeah, absolutely. The first stroke that we've seen that he's not been in control of. Dhananjaya, yes, he's looking to go over that offside field, but the plane at which the bat came down is why he got a thick outside edge. But I guess just to support what Ibrahim Zadran said is in the last couple of years in T20 cricket, Afghanistan batting first have won 6 and lost 12. Batting second have won 10 and lost 6. So definitely a preference to chasing, but I just think that you must consider the conditions, because you'll find yourself having to chase something very big.
History is always a good teacher, but it doesn't necessarily mean that one needs to follow history. You can use it as a good indicator. 77 for 2.
McDelivery? You in?
I'm in.
I'm in. Which spicy? Medium meal. Yeah. I'm in.
I'm in. McCrispy. We're in.
Oh, fries for me.
Wait, did someone say fries? I'm in.
I'm in. Yeah, well fancy a fillet of fish. Expand your palate.
Big Mac. Mayo chicken. Double cheeseburger. I'm in.
There's nothing quite like a McDelivery. You in? Oh, I'm in.
Sri Lanka off to a good start. 77 for 2 after 8 overs. Just what the top order had to do to get a foundation in, I guess, the middle of the batters to play the aggressive role as possible. Samar Wickrama had batted well. Dhananjaya is finding his way into good form. From the far end, it's Noor Ahmed, left arm wrist spinner. He'll be banked on heavily by Ibrahim Zadran to pick up a couple of wickets in the middle overs. Janat replaced by Noor, just bowling 1 over. Janat went for 13 runs. Spin is the way forward. Nabi and Noor Ahmed in tandem.
Yo.
So is the call and comes back pretty easily. This is a good start for Sri Lanka, Fidai.
Yeah, it was a bit slow when the 2 wickets fell, but then they've started taking the charge and the momentum back, and now the partnership is 30 runs off just 23, and you'll have to give credit to the awareness of the field. They are playing the field, not hitting unnecessary shots, going for the quick twos. That's really good batting. That's a good understanding.
Change the field, predominantly Sadir Samar Wickrama. The mid-wicket area, half-point field has shifted across to short mid-wicket. 5-4 leg side field. Oh, missed out. There's 4 written all over it.
Well, that's good. Good to see Noor getting a bit of a grip early on, and this one skidding on quicker from Noor Ahmed.
The previous dot delivery was the first dot delivery after 13 deliveries. That's how good the Sri Lankan batters have been busy. Trying to protect the strike, not letting the bowlers settle in. The little basics done really well by the Sri Lankan 2 batters in the middle.
Well, the game plan's been very clear. You come to play hard. That's what they've done.
Slop sweep attempted. Didn't get the timing right. Dhananjaya De Silva. I think that's the right option. Probably picked the delivery, was coming back into him. Possibly wanted to go towards mid-wicket, long on boundary, but just dragged it across for a single.
Well, Sri Lanka have been attacking the Afghanistan spinners. Remember, Muhammad Nabi came and he gave away 8 runs. Now, Noor Ahmed also so far have bowled 4 deliveries. They've given away 4 runs. So that's good from Afghanistan to contain the Sri Lankan batters. Once again, he tries to slice this, play this towards the square of the wicket, misses it again. A change in the field.
Yeah, missed out again. Sadir will be pretty unhappy. Twice in the over. That's bread and butter for Sadir Samar Wickrama. Very good through the offside square of the wicket. This time plays it. Just gets the single. 9 done. 82 for 2.
It's been a decent comeback.
seen her? Tell me, have you seen her?
Jack! It's 3 a.m. It's a burger. Just get one tomorrow.
Oh, I will. Yep, it's back. Big tasty, big love.
Hasaranga. That's the indication. He'll be next. Itching to get out there, but so well. But the emphasis to the innings came at number 6. Played a floater roll really well. That's a hallmark of a good player. Trying to be in the middle of things. Whether batting or bowling. Sadira Samaravikram possibly wanted to play that drop kick over mid-wicket, but just couldn't get the timing right since Nabi bowling it really slowly.
Well, they have been going after Mohammad Nabi, but they have just not been able to get the connection, because that has to give with the experience that Mohammad Nabi has for so many matches that he's played for Afghanistan. This one will be wide.
What he's doing well is reading the batsman's mind. That time it was quicker down the leg side, not giving any air to the right-handers. There you go, targeting the pads, just happy to give a single away. And both these batters possibly wanting to play with the turn, but the length is not being provided by Nabi. He's using all his experience, as you said, Pidai, and that's why I was really surprised. Just like the two commentators before us, Nabi did not bowl a single over in the last game. Oh, good Yorker. That was the arm delivery. This is great stuff by Nabi.
Yeah. Sadira Samaravikram bringing his bat down just right that time. Remember, this is the one that he bowls quicker. Like a medium pacer. You don't expect it. Now that's a quick run taken. Gulbadi Naib not able to throw it just as he collected the ball, lost his balance. Sri Lanka has really taken the charge, run hard between the wicket. They've taken their chances, and so far they have got the dividend. Look at this quick run.
Coming down the track, bottom of the bat, and Zadran safe as houses. The president, Mohammad Nabi, strikes for Afghanistan.
Well, you had a feeling that one of the batters will come down the track and will take the charge. But Mohammad Nabi's been too good for it. He knows that the batter was coming down the track. He slowed it down. Yeah, trying to come down the track, Dhananjaya De Silva. He just pulled it a little bit, pulled the length a little bit, so not getting it right. Didn't get the distance. Safe hands of Ibrahim Zadran. That's going to be relief. 3 wickets down for Sri Lanka. Dhananjaya De Silva departs after making 14 off 14, exactly at a strike rate of 100. Sri Lanka are 86 for 3.
Wanadu Hasaranga, captain, gets a promotion, coming at number 5 for Sri Lanka. Single to start with, 10 done, 87 for 3.
It's been even Stevens for both teams. Sri Lanka losing 3 wickets, but have put together 87 runs last 10 overs. How many more can Sri Lanka score with Wanindu Hasaranga out in the middle? Along with Sadira Samaravikrama, batting to come is Charita Asalanka, Angelo Matthews, Dasun Shanaga. They all can bat and bat hard.
Yeah, in the last game, Sri Lanka at the same time, 10 overs, 82 for 4, and today 87 for 3. Good numbers. The average can improve, and that will improve if Wanindu continues the good form that he's been in lately. I'm going to enjoy this battle. Noor Ahmed against Wanindu Hasaranga. Only one in the last game. And Noor Ahmed is a champion. Can he do this time for Afghanistan? Straight away, showing intent, Vanidhu.
Well, absolutely, so that's the plan. Clear the front leg and go after it. Now the Afghanistan camp will have done their homework, but look at this. Muhammad Nabi, who didn't bowl in the previous game, this time around has taken a breakthrough. Dhananjaya De Silva trying to clear the long on, not able to. He knows he didn't get it right off the mere of the bat.
Outside edge. Fazalak Farooqi does the fielding. And Vanidhu Hasaranga made it look at ease in the last game. Batted so well. 67 of 32 deliveries. What the emphasis, as I said, the support for Sri Lanka have been brilliant the last two games. Always in Nambulla. They have showed in numbers. They are everywhere.
Well, Vanidhu Hasaranga. What a form he was in. 67 runs. He took the ballers to cleaners and he was served into his areas. Like he likes the ball onto the offside, clear the front leg and smash it hard. He really took the momentum away from Afghanistan, and at one stage you would think that they were set to score high, and this time around starts with another maximum.
The last game was 7 fours and 3 sixes, and this innings, just the third delivery over mid-wicket, middle of the bat, and continue his good form. Coming round the wicket, bowling the wrong one. I think Vanidhu Hasaranga picked it. Went straight through the line, keeping his shape. Brilliant. What a start for Vanidhu. He just did not hit that hard. He just, good timing, good placement. Trouble times for Afghanistan. They know they need to somehow get rid of Vanidhu Hasaranga to stay in the game.
I tell you, Maha, one of the batters that they have done their study on is Vanidhu Hasaranga, because they knew they didn't bowl into the right areas. And that has been their entire plan, to keep it away from Vanidhu Hasaranga. But this time around, Noor Ahmed, with the angle that he was bowling, he was just feeding him into his arc.
Changing his angle this time. Two is a call by Vanidhu. Comes back for the second one. Oh. Better throw by Nabil Haq would have had Vanidhu Hasaranga in trouble. But in the end, no damage done.
Yeah, but this is better. Like, he's not able to connect it this time. So Azmatullah Omarzai, if I may correct you, Maha, Naveen was the one who collected it. But yeah, a better throw will have seen the back of Vanidhu Hasaranga. It'll have been a hard break for the crowd. They don't want Vanidhu Hasaranga get out early. They've come here to see this entertainment. If you haven't come and seen the first game, you will have heard from your friends. We saw Hasaranga in some great form. We've certainly come to see some great hitting from him. Comes down the track. This has been a hard chase. And it goes down to the boundary for 4.
Saw him coming down, Noor Ahmed. Pushed way outside the off stump, slightly shorter. But Vanidhu had the presence of mind. Possibly wanted to go through extra cover. The ball was coming much quicker off the pitch. This is what happens when you're in good form. Everything goes your way. And Vanidhu Hasaranga starts like a tracer bullet. 14 runs for 5 deliveries in this over so far. Again, trying to go extra cover. Nevertheless, expensive over Afghanistan. 15 from that over. 11 done. 102 for 3.
This is you on your first day as a teacher.
Anybody?
This is a class you'll inspire.
Alien?
No,
Like?
really inspire. This is a lesson you'll learn from her, him, and then here's the day you're put to the test.
Come on. And this is the day we forget.
These are all the lives you'll shape. This is the one you'll shape the most. Search Get Into Teaching.
The last 30 deliveries, 47 for 1. Straight away, Vanidhu Hasaranga means business. Run rate of 9.40, just what the Sri Lankans need. Or more than any 180 plus will be a tough chase, especially with the form that Sri Lankan bowlers are in. Nabi to continue. Picks it up. As Zadran over it. Straight away, even Nabi put under pressure by the captain of Sri Lanka.
Well, Nabi decides that he wants to bowl to Hasaranga, comes to bowl, thinks that he is in business, has the fielder waiting down at the cow corner. But the way Hasaranga has been middling it, I tell you what, it's going to clear the boundary. The boundaries are only 68 meters and 77 meter long hits.
Down the ground. Just a single. Good call by Sadira, says no. This is a risk being taken by Ibrahim Zadran, knowing Wanindu Hasaranga will target the off spinner and asking Mohammad Nabi somehow to get him a wicket. First ball for a maximum, second ball trying to bowl the arm delivery. Full toss missed out by Wanindu. And Sadira's game plan is pretty clear and simple. Just get a single, get Wanindu on strike. Just like that. And then let the fireworks come from the bat of Wanindu Hasaranga. He'll probably know only one way, which is to go big.
It's going to be an interesting battle. It's 3 more deliveries into this over. Already he's at one maximum of Mohammad Nabi. He'll want to target him. Dhananjay De Silva wanted to target him and got his wicket. Mohammad Nabi.
That's it!
In the air, Ibrahim Zadran. That's a good catch. Well judged. Presence of mind. And Mohammad Nabi strikes with a big fish. Wanindu Hasaranga.
Well, it didn't work the first time. It worked the second time for Mohammad Nabi. The fortune favoring the brave. He's bowled the same delivery that he bowled earlier, but this time around, just not off the meat of the bat. Wanindu Hasaranga's entertaining innings come to an end. That has been a very brave move by the Afghanistan captain. They are going to check the catch maybe. But I tell you what, Ibrahim Zadran had the presence of mind. He saw the boundary. So they will check if the catch has been taken cleanly or not.
Number 2, big street. Give me the bending, big street, bending. Take 2, 2. Stand by, coming up. And then you go back on camera 6, eh? On blue, or it's walking over. I want to see, yeah, that one is waiting. I don't know, it's taking. Stand by 3. I mean green and one all green. Here it comes. I want to see but this is not right.
Give me other angle please. Side down.
Red, orange, red.
Give me a closer angle. Closer.
Blue, orange, green. Where is he walking over? Yeah.
Yes, I am satisfied with that. I am satisfied. It's a out.
That's a good catch. Well judged. Presence of mind. The captain in play. Wanindu Hasaranga trying to go for another maximum. 22 of 9. Sri Lanka 110 for 4. A new batsman, Charith Asalanka. Usually bats at 5 today. Batting at 6. Slip in place. Oh, beautifully bowled. Arm delivery again. Nice piece of timing by Charith.
Charith Asalanka out in the middle, already opened his account, but he's a man of crisis for Sri Lanka. Every time he's come down, there's been trouble. He stayed out in the middle and made sure that the innings have been carried along nicely.
Being sensible, Sadira Samarawickrama understands situation, cannot lose any more wickets. Gets a single in the last delivery of the 12th over. 112 for 4.
Well, the battle between...
Who are we saving today, Money Super 7?
At Money Supermarket, you'll get a year of free days out at thousands of venues when you buy car insurance, broadband and more. Then, buy more products with us and we'll give you even more rewards to spend however you want. The more times you save on your household bills, the more you'll be rewarded.
Not bad.
The Super Save Club from Money Supermarket. Seriously rewarding.
8 overs to go. There's enough batting left. Hasaranga again coming up the order. He did his bit though. 22 of 9. Now this is the momentum Sri Lanka expects. The 67 he got the other day, that's a bonus. Just need to change it around and get them moving. That he's done. Angelo Matthews, Dasun Shanaka to come. You'll have to think that Sri Lanka need to get up to 185, 190 at least. Roshana Besinga, good evening.
Evening, Russell, and evening to all. The Sadhira Samaravikrama seem to be wanting to play that anchor role. When you say anchor, not the anchor we speak about, but 25 of 24, just making sure that there is some stability at the other end.
Yeah, the last thing you want is to have two new batters at the crease at this stage. That's another way of looking at it. Kusal Janit Pereira's back. Was released from the squad to go and play a tournament or a game, and he's back. Of course, the request came after the team was announced and he was not playing that first game. He's done well in form along with the squad. Feeling the love of 30,000, Roshan. I got carried away. The capacity here in Dambulla is around 20,000. But when you're out there with the atmosphere that the fans are creating, it feels like 30,000. Oh, Asalanka's chipped that in the air. Omarzai. Oh, dropped it. Oh, how about that? He's generally very, very safe.
Would you believe it? He got underneath it. 9.9 out of 10, he would have gobbled it. He had plenty of time. Just look at how he settles under it. Had a good look and somehow just let it bubble out of his hands. He was watching it. In fact, he was watching it almost into his palms.
And that sheepish look towards Farooqi. The slower balls now. Again, if you go back to that first T20 international, Sri Lanka started losing wickets in a hurry. The last 6 fell for 33 runs. They can't allow that to happen here. Oh, and then straight away glances at Farooqi, who won't be a happy man.
Yeah, he looks up. That's his first reaction as he drops it.
Well bowled, well bowled. Singular ball, Afghanistan will take it from here.
And Sri Lanka will want to at least go into the 15th over with 4 wickets down and expecting Asalanka to be moving more easily and Samaravikrama also in his stride. As it is 26 of 25, he's got a role to play here. But it's at the other end that Sri Lanka will look for those fireworks. Asalanka will be the go-to man being the left-hander.
Well, I thought the top order was scoring briskly. The first 6 overs, of course, the field restrictions. It's about hitting the gaps, using those big areas, rather than looking to muscle every delivery. Get into a bit of a rhythm. And it'll be easier to score runs. Zazai bails out. Just the 5 runs, 117 for 4, Sri Lanka.
That scoring rate exactly 9 runs an over. Partnership 7 of 8. At the corresponding or at the current rate 180 is what Sri Lanka can get.
Come boys. Come guys.
Nabi's going to bowl out. And what a wonderful job he does. He does it day in, day out for his team. 2 for 23. Didn't bowl the previous game. Of course, no Case Ahmed. Hence, he has to get through those overs. Afghanistan have strengthened their batting today. Ashrafullah Zazai in for Qais Ahmed. They'll have a bit of an understanding of what to expect later on. Down the wicket, hard to give that out. Hannibals doesn't.
And also likes of Nabi being an all-rounder adds that dimension. With either the ball in hand or with the bat in hand, you can balance your side with all-rounders, and Nabi is doing just that, bowling his 4 overs. As you said, surprising he didn't bowl in the last game, even though the spinners were taken apart. But he's such a experienced campaigner. That's way down the pitch.
There is a bit of turn on offer here today. Sri Lankan spinners wouldn't mind that. There's Hasaranga, Deekshana of course, and Dhananjay De Silva can help out if needed. They're slowing it down very nicely.
You spoke about the pitch being sluggish, and also you expected some unevenness as the game goes in. You think that would be more pronounced in the second half?
Not in terms of bounce, but in terms of pace, because there were patchy areas. So when it does hit those patchy areas, whereas to the grassy area, the ball has to behave differently. That's where the two-pace nature, that's what I meant by the unevenness. Not in terms of bounce. This was a few balls ago. Yep, way outside the line, and he's come down the wicket, so it's created a lot of doubt anyways. The slower you bowled seems to be slightly effective, forcing the batters to create the pace. At the moment, Sri Lankan batters not coming to terms with the guile of Nabi. We've gone upstairs for a stumping.
Stumping, I check the feed, it's a fair delivery, give me the side on angle please.
Coming up.
I am satisfied, foot is behind the popping crease. My decision is
taking his time, Ravindra Vimalasiri, the third umpire. 2 balls remaining in his spell. And just the 3 singles in this over. In fact, that's the end of his spell. 2 for 25 to Mohammad Nabi. 120 for 4.
Excellent spell by the veteran off spinner. Mixed it up a lot. The pace was up and down.
Has given them hope and that joy back. Omar Zai is into the attack. 1 for 17 to him so far. So good to watch. And you feel it when you're out there, Roshan. I don't know whether you took a walk out there and absorbed the sounds and the love of the people.
Yeah, I did. And it's good to see that the fans are starting to believe in the team again. Yeah, as you said, there was a time that they were disappointed. Sri Lanka didn't have a good World Cup. It was more disappointment than anything else.
He's chipped that one-handed. Naveen ul Haq. He doesn't make a mistake and Sri Lanka's gone.
See, this is what Sri Lanka needs to guard against. They lost the wicket at 110. They lost another one at 121. But what Sri Lanka will breathe, or why Sri Lanka would breathe a little bit easy, is because Sadira Samaravikram is there. He's 29 of 30. He's taken his time. Omar Zai, pace of the ball. He dropped Asalanka earlier, but he manages to scalp him. Asalanka goes 4 of 8, 121 for 5.
Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Jack! It's 3 a.m.
It's a burger. Just get one tomorrow.
Oh, I will. Yep, it's back. Big tasty, big love.
Angelo Matthews passed a fitness test earlier today. He had to sprint just to make sure he's 100% coming into the game. He's got a role to play because Sri Lanka have just quietly lost their way a little bit. And it can go, or it could rather go very, very wrong from here if they're not careful. Slower delivery, change of pace always works. You've got to find ways to break the rhythm of the batter. Dropped on one by the bowler on this occasion. But Naveen ul Haq, he never does anything that looks simple. Roshan, you were walking around, you were talking about the crowds. Anyone sledge you?
I generally don't get sledged.
Oh, so there's
no reason for me to be sledged.
No, you do find the cheeky, naughty bloke around sometimes, or more often.
They're kind to me, Russell. They're very kind to me. They never sledge me.
It's all right to tell the truth.
I am telling you the truth. They never sledge me.
Sunday church yesterday for confession, all done. Might have to go next Sunday as well, I'm sure.
You certainly need to, that's for sure.
Another good over. Last over, just the 3 runs. And 4 balls of this over, just the 2. So, not only in terms of picking up the wicket, they're drying up the runs. That was quicker. Really well bowled.
So this is Sri Lanka. You could see him taking the pace off, just rolling his fingers on top of it, and straight away losing his hand on the bat. Searching for pace, but which wasn't there. One thing that the Afghan seamers have done well is that they've mixed it up. They bowled the pace on ball, but they've also bowled a lot of cutters, slower deliveries, taken pace off.
Matthews wants a single, he gets it. He's off the mark. 2 runs and a wicket off the 15th. 122 for 5.
This is you on your first day as a teacher.
Anybody?
This is a class you'll inspire.
Anyone?
No,
Like?
really inspire. This is a lesson you'll learn from her, him, and then here's the day you're put to the test.
Come on! And this is the day we forget.
These are all the lives you'll shape. This is the one you'll shape the most. Search Get Into Teaching.
Still there. Chanaka to come. Karim Janat. Change of winds for him. His first over. He went for 13. Bowled the first over after the power play, so he did have fielders in the deep. Afghanistan need to get through 4 overs in the next 15 minutes. If not, they could be penalized. That is pretty tight, isn't it?
It is. And also, Russell, if you look at you, speaking about the control, now Sri Lanka has made a boundary for the last 24 balls. So that tells you that there is a lot of control that the Afghan bowlers have bought into this innings. Lots of dots, singles only, sometimes the 2. It's been the pattern of play, basically. Generally, the fielding has been good. Yeah, the odd catch was dropped, but fielding has been sharp. Not being afraid to throw themselves around, diving around, making those stops on the boundary, saving every possible run, throwing themselves around. It's been a good effort by Afghanistan. They packed their bowlers.
It's a format they're very comfortable with. But the power, they know how a game can change in the space of an over or 2. good understanding of how to manage this type of situation or the death overs. You can see how much more comfortable the faster bowlers are. They went for many in the first 4-5 overs, but that's behind them now. And that's what you see in a lot of the better bowlers going around, able to forget and come back again strong. And you need to. The dots keep building, the pressure keeps building.
Now the rate is under 8 runs and at which point would Sri Lanka look to charge? Well, into the 16th over, they're left with just 4 overs from here. Samaravikrama striking at less than 100. Matthews just in.
It's got to be now. Now Matthews has faced 7 balls for his 2 runs. Field well set. Execution brilliant. Ball into their field, that's another way. You concede 5, 6 and over, you will take it as a bowling unit, and that's what they're doing. They're doing a lot better than that, in fact.
Yeah, there hasn't been a boundary for 28 balls. The last 5 overs, 24 runs and 2 wickets. So that tells you.
Last 3 overs, only 8 runs, Roshan. Oh yes, nice, clever. Needed to take a risk, he does. And it pays off. A boundary after 28 balls to give the crowd something to cheer about. 129 for 5.
Who are we saving today, Money Super 7?
At Money Supermarket, you'll get a year of free days out at thousands of venues when you buy car insurance, broadband and more. Then, buy more products with us and we'll give you even more rewards to spend however you want. The more times you save on your household bills, the more you'll be rewarded.
Not bad.
The Super Save Club from Money Supermarket. Seriously rewarding.
For Sri Lanka to try and get a respectable total on the board, they feel they can defend. Current rate is at 8.06 to the over. And this is a boundary. The final ball of the previous over. Nicely done. Deft touch from Samaravikrama. He's moved on to 34 and 32. 10 and over will get them 169. That's well bowled. He gives himself a little bit of room. And he's seen him, Faruqi. Hold the ball at him. Gives me an opportunity to say a very good evening to Parvez Maharoof.
Good evening, Tino. Angelo Matthews running the first one hard. Tell me what. I feel that long on came in so quick, had no chance. 130 for 5, just a 23 deliveries away. 1 point, Sri Lanka was poised to get a 180. Using wickets in crucial intervals has made sure Sri Lanka, if they get 160, 170, and 165, they'll be quite happy with it.
Smashed away. Noor Ahmed does great work on that extra cover boundary again. Yeah, unfortunately, the same thing that happened a couple of evenings ago in the first match for Parvez has happened again today. Really good batting conditions, and Sri Lanka, after a pretty decent start, just keep losing wickets at the wrong time. 45 for 1, 49 for 2, 86 for 3, 110 for 4, 121 for 5. Just hasn't been that 70-80 partnership that really sets up a good foundation for the team. That's a good shot. There's lack of pace, he knows that, and he's waited. And then purposely made sure he hits it over the inner ring for 4.
All the 4 fielders in the leg side are in the boundary. Means that only 1 fielder in the offside. But Angelo Matthews does well, gives himself a lot of room. But till the last moment, he kept the eyes on the prize. And this is good experienced batting, just wanted to get it over the third man fielder. After that stroke, fielding change has come in, fine leg comes up, car point goes back. Going to be a slow ball into the pitch sort of attack by Fazal.
Down the ground. Comes off the bottom part of the bat, so we'll get just one. Yeah, just talking about that loss of wickets. In the first T20, lost an early one, it can happen. 6 for 1, 36 for 2, 48 for 3, 55 for 4. And then a partnership in the middle, which took them to 127 for 5. They end up with 160 on the board, but the last 6 wickets fell for just 33 runs. And they ended up a good 30 runs short of where they were looking to be at one stage. So just a bit of a concern there for Sri Lanka.
Whenever the foundation has been laid, it looks like one of the batters will take the next level of trying to attack and score those big sixes and fours. Seems like Sri Lanka is losing the way by losing wickets. That's been the case for a while. Become a trend. One or two individual brilliance have made sure Sri Lanka have got through the line. If you're competing with the good teams, or better teams if I may say that, come the World Cup time, these are the areas that Sri Lanka have got to brush up as soon as possible. If not, the opposition will hurt you.
Good ball, very good slow ball. But the over is also good for Sri Lanka. 9 from it, 138 for 5.
Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her?
Jack! It's 3 a.m. It's a burger. Just get one tomorrow.
Oh, I will. Yep, it's back. Big tasty, big love.
Samarawickrama, 36 and 34, holds the key to Sri Lanka getting well past that 150 mark. 3 overs to go. 138 for 5. Down the leg side. They sneak. A leg by, signaled by Lyndon Hannibal.
Ball into his field, Naminul Haq. All the 4 field again, just like the last over to Matthews, are in the boundary. Cannot afford to give any width outside the yaw stump. Angelo was trying to give him some room, but Naminul Haq, the experience that he has shown over the years in T20 cricket, either it will be international cricket or league cricket, plays very well. For Sadira, square leg comes in, the carpine goes back. Deep mid wicket, deep long on the two left, the boundary riders to the leg side.
Oh, what a shot! What a shot! He's found that gap where the fielders come in. Parviz that you were talking about. But what a cricket shot!
Yeah, playing the field, playing the percentage very well. Sadira Samarawickrama possibly wanted to get over the square leg umpire's head, but it was way outside the yaw stump. Managed to get the middle of the bat and the timing. Brilliant. Innovation at its best, and this is something Sadir has brought into his game lately to be a good T20 player as well. At that time, same sort of a line, but the length was much fuller. Couldn't get underneath.
Now, what I liked about this shot was he moved and then he stood still, head still, in a good position, and that allows you to execute the stroke better. What other batsmen do when they are trying to move down the creases, they're still moving when the ball is coming, head is not level. So difficult to execute the stroke, but that is perfect batsmanship.
100% on the spot, you know. Most of the time, batters wanted to play those kind of strokes, try to slog. But with Sadira, he was relying on timing, placement, knew where exactly he had to go. That's good batsmanship.
Now, I wonder what he's done to himself. I think he might have just hit the ball and ricocheted into his ankle. Now that can't be too nice, but at least he's not on the floor wriggling all over the place, so he should be okay.
Must be tingling all over. Sanjeev Gamage, the physio for Sri Lanka. That's what we're referring to, isn't it? It was fouled by Navinul Haq. Oh yes. Never a good feeling, is it? The Achilles tendon will get a pounding today.
Yeah, you'll need to get a pack of ice on that for the few minutes you'll have in between the innings. No doubt he'll be up on his feet and all over the place in the field as always, but looks like he's all right. .144 with 2.5 overs to go in the innings. 15 balls. Yeah, have a look at that. 169 at 10 and over. How they would love to be able to get there. 12 and over will give them 174. That will be an excellent effort. And him, Samara Wickrama, will have to make sure that he's right there to the end.
Tasun Shanaka, the all-rounder, will be itching to get out there.
Well played. That is a good shot by 6, the long on and the long off perfectly for 4.
Did not time it well, Angelo. It was brutal power though. It's not the length to bowl when you have a left side-ish field. Navin Haq will know that's a wrong length to bowl to Angelo Matthews. Got to be at least 8 to 10 inches up. Probably line has to be way outside the off stump because Angelo's hitting arc. He's straight down the ground, long on and mid wicket. Got to stay off that length.
That's a better length. Doesn't allow him to get under the ball or force behind it. Can only afford to hit it to the long on fielder.
Not letting the batsman get underneath. Slightly shorter in that length. Angelo Matthews would have creamed it over long on. He knows it.
It's another good over for Sri Lanka. All to go. 11 on the board. How they would love a boundary here. Thick outside edge, and there it is. Boundary to end the 18th over. They get past 150. It's 153 for 5.
Again, the line was wrong for Navin Haq. Third man up. You got to bowl much.
This is you on your first day as a teacher.
Anybody?
This is a class you'll inspire.
Alien?
No.
Life.
Really inspire. This is a lesson you'll learn from her, him, and then here's the day you're put to the test.
And this is the day we forget. Oh!
These are all the lives you'll shape. This is the one you'll shape the most. Search Get Into Teaching.
Wonderful previous over. Can they repeat this in the penultimate and in the final over?
Wrong line, pays the price. Third man in, he cannot bowl way outside the off stump. The player of caliber of Sadira Samaravikrama goes deep into the crease, good head position again, knows where the field is, opens his arms and goes for a boundary.
It's in the air, it's gone, all the way for 6. Sri Lanka are turning on the heat here in Dambulla.
Perfect start to the over. Again, Omar Zai, not too sure whether it was time to bowl a Yorker or left delivery. Whatever it is, Angelo Matthews, as I said in the previous show, that's his arc. Long on, mid-wicket. And that's brutal power. Vintage Angelo Matthews.
Always important to look to target the boundary early in the over. He's done that. Oh, he's picked this one up as well. There's a fielder back, but he's nowhere near. and 6 to start the 19th.
And just a short arm jab. Back on the length again. Take a look at that for the timing. Wow. Flat. Went the distance. Abdul Haq for a moment thought he's in the game. And the crowd erupts at Dambulla. Angelo Matthews turning on for Sri Lanka.
Yeah, he's got to get his lines and his lengths right here. It was just a pick-up shot because the wind is blowing in that direction. This one in the air. Will this have the legs? Yes, it does. Angelo Matthews. 6-6-6.
Now with that maximum brings up the 50 partnership in 25 deliveries. Angelo Matthews turning it on. Slow ball bouncer. Picks it pretty early, Angelo. Slaps it. Again with the win. I think this is the wrong option taken by Afghanistan, letting the batsman hit with the win, and that's a big risk being taken, and they're paying the price for it.
Now look at that, Angelo Matthews, 32 in just 18 balls. His contribution to the 50 partnership. And they've got to change their tactics here, Afghanistan. Not the biggest boundaries here at Dambulla. And the change in field suggests that they will. Deep backward square leg. Into square leg. Over the bowler's head. It won't go for 4.
That's much better by Azmatullah Mirzaev. Bowling outside the off stump, asking Angelo Matthews to play through the offside, which is against the wind. Disappointed with the tactics being used. This is the first one. Over mid-wicket. Short arm jab over square leg. And the third one, slow ball bouncer, slaps it. The favourite area of Angelo Matthews when he's in this mood. Angelo Matthews turning it on. Last 11 deliveries, 31 runs. What a play he has been, making a comeback in the last series, being the man of the series as well. And now the chips are down. Didn't have a good game in the last game. The problem with his leg, coming back and batting the way he is.
Oh, now have a look at this. They won't run away. Good work, Karim Jannah. How is this for a bit of innovation?
Name that shot, Tino.
Cricket shot number 12.
Satisfied, runs.
Now that's good save by Karim Jannah. 19 done, 174 for 5. Brilliant, 21 in the last over. Angelo Matthews, Sadira Samaravikrama turning it on for Sri Lanka. Tallest building in the 19th over, courtesy Angelo Matthews.
Final over. That struck well. There's a fielder back. Will he take the catch? No, he won't. Mohammad Nabi rushing in. But will there be a run-out chance? No, he'll get home as well. It's all happening. Chances are Angelo Matthews gets given an opportunity.
A missed chance. Mohammad Nabi was slow off the blocks on the boundary line. Regulation chance. Makes a meal out of it. And Angelo Matthews had the presence of mind to come back. The valiant dive saves him.
Show me one more time.
Hold on, I'll put you properly.
Thank you. Keep it rolling through. Satisfied.
You talk about putting a prize on his wicket. The commitment, any youngster watching, that's how you do it. Full length dive, comes back to second run.
And all of a sudden, And that 190 is reachable. And they've had to do extremely well in the latter part of this innings, Sri Lanka, to even entertain those thoughts. Oh, beautiful from Angelo Matthews. It goes all the way. He hasn't even forced it. Pure timing.
Straight as arrow. Flat. Again, Navil Haq missing the length and paying the price. When he's in this mode, there's no other better player in the world. Using all his experience, batting deep in the crease. This occasion, sometimes in front of the crease, in the slot, middle of the bat, straight over the umpire's head for a flat 6.
Again, another example. Moving around at the crease, but making sure he's still at the moment of impact. And that's why he's able to play such a brilliant stroke. 8 from the first 2 balls in the final over. Slow ball. 1 to Mohammad Nabi. Well, what a fairy tale his return to T20 international cricket has been, Parviz. Picked for that series against Zimbabwe last month. He had been out of the side for almost 3 years. 46 and 56 in the first game against Zimbabwe. Match-winning performance. 66 and 66 not out in the second. 6 and 14 in the first T20I, and look at him today. 42 in just 22 balls. This one goes through the offside. Wide of the fielder at cover, and it brings up his first half century in T20 international colours for Sri Lanka. Outstanding.
With all the attention on Angelo Matthews, Sadira Samarakam slowly but surely, with the classical strokes, brings up his first half century in T20 cricket. What a brilliant innings has been for Sri Lanka. He had to hold the fort. He did that very well, and now in the last few overs, playing some beautiful shots, targeting the boundary, but playing proper cricketing strokes. That's been the hallmark.
Yeah, appreciated by his teammates in the change room. Oh, this one goes past him. Pace off it again. It's been an innings-saving innings from Samaru Wickrama. 41 balls, just 9 dots. Strike rate up at 124. His normal strike rate is just 100 in this format.
Partnership 66 of 33 deliveries. Showed the determination, Sadir. A brilliant young man. You've been awesome.
No, that's well bowled. That's very well bowled to wrap up the innings. Will they sneak a single? I think they will.
Run out. The umpire director, we have run out at the striker's end. Give me the side down angle, please.
I'll take a closer look at this one. Now, that will be out. Hit wicket.
Yes,
he's gone through the shot.
Yes.
He's held on to the bat, but it's hit the stump and knocked off the bail. So that will be adjudged out, and it'll be adjudged out hit wicket. There's confirmation for you. But it has been an outstanding contribution from Sadira Samaru Wickrama. He ends up 59 from 42. He helps Sri Lanka to 187 for 6.
What a comeback by Sri Lanka. Nisanka, Kasal Mendes gave a good start. Both of them finishing at 25 and 23. Samaru Wickrama was run out in the last ball, 51. Hasaranga floater, roll again, 22 of 9. And Angelo Matthews giving that emphasis to the innings of 42 of 22 deliveries.
Now the bowlers took a bit of stick Almazai, the outstanding bowler, 2 for 40 in his 4, 2 for 25 as well in 4 overs for Mohammad Nabi. The other 2 wickets to Ul Haq and Farooqi. Right, it means that to win the second T20 International and level the series, Afghanistan will need 188 at 9.4 to the over. Don't go away, join us after the break for that run chase.
Want tickets for tonight? Message now.
Warning. Enter your details to reschedule your delivery.
Amazing holiday offer.
Had an accident. Send money.
Hi, James. Your bank account has been compromised, and I need a few personal details.
Fraud is getting more sophisticated. Always stop, think and check. Stay ahead of scams at gov.uk/stopthinkfraud.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something I'm missing. CeraVe with 3 essential ceramides helps protect my skin's natural barrier. For clinically proven, long-lasting hydration. CeraVe, developed with and recommended by dermatologists. Enjoy 3 for 2 in selected boot stores and online.
Help your kids get to grips with their cash with NatWest Rooster Money. They can save for what they want, manage their money, and even help out to earn extra cash. You'll get alerts and can easily top them up. Download the app and sign up for your Rooster card. First month free, then $1.99 a month. Search NatWest Rooster Money in your app store. NatWest. Tomorrow begins today.
Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her?
Jack! It's 3 a.m. It's a burger. Just get one tomorrow.
Oh, I will. Yep, it's back. Big tasty, big love.
The fully electric Skoda Enyaq SUV and Skoda Enyaq Coupe. With 0% APR now available, jump into electric.
Skoda.
Happy to hit it in the air. Yashasvi Jaiswal will get a boundary. Oh, straight in. Rohit Sharma manages to turn one straight into the hands of backward sharpling. Shoaib Bashir on debut. Possibly one of the biggest scouts in that Indian team. Now the edge is taken. The edge is taken. This is absolutely wonderful bowling by Jimmy Anderson. He had a good start here, Shubman Gill. Not quite able to convert that huge wicket this. Down the wicket. Big shot. What a way to bring up a century for this young man. His second 100. It's been a wonderful innings from Yashasvi Jaiswal. What a story. Goes again. Double 100 for Yashasvi Jaiswal, his first in Test match cricket. And the young man has taken to Test cricket like fish to water.
396 all out India.
Brings out the slot sweep, and it goes all the way. And a half century to his name too, in style. What a ball! What a bowler! Do you ever know what's coming next with Jasprit Bumrah? And he's knocked over someone who's played 55 balls with as gorgeous a Yorker as any you will see. It's Bumrah. It doesn't matter who the batsman is. 150 wickets for a terrific fast bowler. And he's gone past the defence of the England captain. And surely that's close. It is. Bumrah gets number 6. England are bowled out for 253. Magnificent spell of bowling by Jasprit Bumrah. 6 for 45. His third best figures and his best in India. Oh, that's an over, what a bowler. And England have that early wicket, and Rohit Sharma's played down the wrong line. Bumrah and Anderson, what a treat they're serving up in Visakhapatnam. There is another. What a morning. Exactly what England wanted. And the double centurion has gone to Jimmy Anderson. He's turning it on.
Outstanding from England. They know exactly what they need to do to get into this test match, and they are doing it.
Through the offside. That'll bring up his half century. It's taken him 12 innings. It's needed a little bit of luck, but it's what you do with your luck. And Shubman Gill has converted that into a half century. Fielder at mid-off. Oh, he's taken it. What a catch! Wow, what a catch from Ben Stokes. It happened right in front of us. It looked like he had lost it. He was searching for the ball. And then he's composed himself and taken a catch for the ages, the captain.
A quick single, and be a very popular single because it's 100 number 3 for Shubman Gill. It's taken some time, but it's a richly deserved 100 for this young man. And what a time for India.
England need less than 400 to win. Fabulous shot, this excellent use of the feet, and an excellent half century here for Zach Crawley. He's been mighty impressive in this innings, as he was in the first. Now they think they're onto something here. They're celebrating in the field. What a direct hit. It was Shreyas Iyer. And the celebrations begin on the field for the Indians. Stokes goes back. And it's surely all over for England in this game now. Well, the catch is taken. Bumrah picks up another. The breakthrough is achieved. And this is Ben Folks. The captain looked to Bumrah, and Bumrah delivered.
Folks goes for 36. England still require 1-2-4 to win.
lot of the series.
Yeah, the series is alive. It's whatever. But skillful as well.
Slip in place, third man in, fine leg in, sweep a cover and square leg. And Zaza is very strong to the leg side. That's something that skipper Vanidhu Hasaran got to keep in mind. The mid-wicket will be an area Zaza will be targeting most likely.
He's got that area open. In fact, mid-wicket is open, mid-on. That's the countdown. Right, we're ready. The countdown down is done, and Matthews is on the way. Ashrafullah on strike straight away on the off stump. We spoke about his strength on the leg side, so Sri Lanka will look to target that off stump area.
Yeah, encouragingly, there was some movement and some bounce as well for Angelo. It's also the off stump and bounce, and Zai getting off the mark. That will make him feel a lot better. Playing after a while for Afghanistan in international cricket. We've seen over the years in league cricket as well as international cricket, once he gets going, he's quite strong to the leg side and can hit those maximums.
The captain's on strike. Oh, easy, easy. Couple of bouncers for 4. Just made that shot look so easy. Ibrahim Sadran, such a correct player. Technically sound. Look at the execution.
And the high elbow. Continuing his good form from the last game. Straight away. The length was full. Just chipping it over mid-on. Middle of the bat. Couple of bouncers and off he goes. Straight away. The slip filler vanishes. To mid-wicket. That's Dhananjali Silva.
Yeah, Matthews is not quick. He's gentle in pace. So he'll have to watch his length. That's a better line because he was giving himself a little bit of room to go over the offside. Matthews went even wider. Pushed it a little bit quicker as well.
Right. Zadran wasting no time. Showing his intent from the first ball. The second delivery giving him some room. Trying to go extra cover. Cross the seam by Angelo Matthews. Power play, as I said, is going to be very important, Roshan. The outcome of the game.
Quick single here. We speak about bowling in all 3 phases of the T20 game. Whether it's the power play, the middle overs or the last death. I mean, it's a skill, isn't it? It's a skill by itself. Because a bowler would be expected different roles. They'd be playing different roles in those phases. A power play would be more to try and build the dots if they could. Prevent the boundaries. The middle would be to try and look for wickets. So it's not easy. You've got to develop that skill.
The priority is to know what exactly your plans are. Pulling outside edge and Azufra Razai next it to Kusal Mendes and Angelo Matthews tries for Sri Lanka.
We spoke about the skill and Matthews certainly provided it. Spoke about how strong he is on the leg side. Sri Lanka gave him nothing on those lines. It's just his second delivery. A big nick. Gentle pace, but went just a little bit away from the batter. Feet went nowhere. Kusal Mendes taking it. Yeah, big wicket. He knows it. And the plan has failed. Hasdullah Sazai goes for 1. 6 for 1 Afghanistan.
Who are we saving today, Money Super 7?
At Money Supermarket, you'll get a year of free days out at thousands of venues when you buy car insurance, broadband and more. Then, buy more products with us and we'll give you even more rewards to spend however you want. The more times you save on your household bills, the more you'll be rewarded.
Not bad.
The Super Save Club from Money Supermarket. Seriously rewarding.
Ramnullah Gurbaz is the new batter. The last time he batted at number 3 was way back in 2021, 7th of November, 33 innings ago. These are his records. Strike rate brilliant.
When he batted that time, he made 6 of 6. So didn't have a very happy outing. He generally opens the batting for Afghanistan. Another look at that wicket. Just a bit of bounce and movement. Wants a single. He doesn't get it. Good first over for Matthews. 6 runs and a wicket. Afghanistan.
Perfect start for Sri Lanka. Just 6 runs given away. An important wicket of Zazai, the left-hander. Courtesy Angelo Matthews. Look at rate of 9.58. Zadran, Gurbaz. Those two batters will have a lot of responsibility. Try and put a partnership and try and get the maximum out of the power play.
Six for 1. That is a pretty picture. That's what the drone provides. Binur Fernando had a wonderful last over. Was under some stress and pressure in that last game. Went for a few runs, but came back strongly in that last over. Wants a single. Doesn't get it. Tall, hits the deck hard. Gets a bit of bounce.
Keeping himself from room, usually likes to stock it over. That's his game plan. This occasion, the ball nibbling around with that nagging line and length. And Angelo Matthews, get rid of him. With Birno Fernando, the last delivery was 126.5. I like to see him letting it go. With the height that he's delivering, if he gets the right length with pace, he'll be an awkward customer.
Goes through the offside. Gave himself room. And the sound of that leather on willow tells you that he timed it well. See, speaking about Binro Fernando in that last game, I think where he went wrong was his slower deliveries. Just didn't grip. Didn't seem to have its desired results. Another look. This time pace on. Ibrahim Zadran, such a good player. Makes his intentions known very early. Looks to take on the bowling. Wants a single, and how tight could this be? In fact, the batter well in, ran with the shot.
Good communication among the batters. Straight away, Zadran called for it, and Kamla Gurbaz, he was quite equal to the task. That's something about these two batters. Understanding. One of the Hasaranga generally quite quick, but at that occasion, possibly was lurking around the 30-yard circle, not wanting to come inside, understanding that Zadran is trying to score a bound of each delivery. So sometimes it's best to hang around the 30-yard circle and make sure you won't give that boundary away. Third man, fine leg in. Square leg, sweeper cover out for Gurbaz.
In fact, looking at the fielders on 30-yard, they're pretty tight on that line. All of them hugging that 30-yard line rather than looking to come in. As you said, both batters look for boundaries. It's a bit straighter. Sri Lanka at this moment. Oh, they'll come back for 2. This is good running. That was a big naughty on the part of the Sri Lankan fielding.
A poor piece of fielding by Pathum Nissanka. Didn't have the presence of mind, thought it would only be a single, and caught him by surprise. That was a boundary through the offside.
But to look at the way he was looking to come down the pitch. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! Straight down the ground. Hit it on the up. Binro Fernando giving him a bit of pace. Gurbaz using it. And down the ground for 4. 11 so far in the over.
Almost cleaning up Lyndon Hannibal, the umpire. It's a good shot. Beautiful high elbow. Keeps the pose for the photographer. Brilliant, Gurbaz.
Binro would want to finish well. He started off with a dot, but it's gone for 11 so far. Pace off. Wants a single. They'll get the single.
A productive over for Afghanistan, 18 for 1.
Help your kids get to grips with their cash with NatWest Rooster Money. They can save for what they want, manage their money, and even help out to earn extra cash. You'll get alerts and can easily top them up. Download the app and sign up for your Rooster card. First month free, then $1.99 a month. Search NatWest Rooster Money in your app store. NatWest. Tomorrow begins today.
Most impressive. Sazai out for 131. Naib has 125. Sadran 139. Look at Nabi 138. Those strike rates are brilliant. That's the strength of Afghanistan batting. Oh, it's a stump. They'll still get a single. See, the thing about Matthews is he hardly gives you pace. That was great timing.
Unlucky Gurbaz. It's important to hit in the V, hit straight, but not as straight as that. It was bound written all over it, covering his off stump. Pure timing. Very unlucky Gurbaz.
Again. Oh, taken at mid-off. He really hit it hard. For a moment I thought he got the gap. But all he found was the man at mid-off. Mahesh Tikshana, the catcher, and Matthews. He can't do anything wrong today. Runs with the bat in hand and now wickets.
The big fish, Ibrahim Zadran, was batted so well in the last game. Creams this actually. Possibly wanted to go over long off. And Mahesh Tikshana lurking around the 30-yard circle. Pecks a good catch, a flat hit. Disappointed Zadran. He's gone for 10. Afghanistan 19 for 2.
At Tails.com, every dog gets their very own tailor-made kibble blend. Go to Tails.com and tell us about your dog, and we'll create their unique recipe. We use precise nutrients tailored to their needs and the taste they love. All made with our high-quality ingredients and at great Tails.com value. Right now, get 50% off your first box. Go to Tails.com today and tell us all about your dog.
Time. This is just the third over. Matthews getting bored. Again, that strike rate is good for Gulbadi Naib. 125, best of 57. He'll want that average to get better. Normally, if you're around 28 to 30, it's considered quite decent in T20 cricket. Slip in for Matthews. Straight away on the money.
Andrew Matthews, a good day is becoming great day. Couple of wickets. Second, Ibrahim Zadran, the prize wicket of Afghanistan. Creams it very well, times it. Didn't either go over the top or kept it along the ground. And Mahesh Tikshana has a good catch. The face says it all, the relief of Mahesh.
Can't get through the field. Yeah, it was hit pretty hard. It was really creamed by Ibrahim Zadran. Sabir Samaravikrama, talk about his fielding. For a wicket-keeper, he's been in some very important, pivotal positions on the field. He takes covers, he takes mid-wicket, throws himself around, takes unbelievable catches. Quick single.
We spoke about Sadira Samaravikrama. I think along with Dhananjay De Silva and Sadira are the two fielders, but Vanidhu Hasaranga gets them to go into important positions, especially after the power play. We've been noticing since the Zimbabwe series, I understand Dhananjay only played the last game, but he did cover the important areas. So with Sadira Samaravikrama, as you said, wicket keeper, goes around the boundaries and try and protect the important areas. That shows the confidence that Bandu has.
Good over for Matthews. 3 runs and a wicket. Afghanistan 21 for 2.
Another successful over Sri Lanka, courtesy Angela Matthews. That too the big fish. Ibrahim Zadran caught by Tikshna for 10 of 7 deliveries. Omar Zai, Najibullah, Nabi and Karim Janad all can bat, all can hit those big sixes, but at the moment what the visitors want is a stable foundation.
Sri Lanka will be pleased with the start. They've dismissed both openers. Hasratullah, known for his big hitting. Ibrahim Zadran, such a sound player, did get runs in that first game too. Unfortunate the way he was dismissed. Mahesh Tikshana, look at that economy, brilliant. Just over 6.5. Tells you how good he's been, how controlled he's been. I felt he was slightly off colour in that one-day series against Afghanistan. He bowled in patches, but there's no doubting his quality. Quickish spinner, bowls a lot of mystery deliveries, wrong uns. Starts off with a wide.
That's another look of Ibrahim Zadran's wicket. That catch Mahesh Tikshana brings a lot of confidence bowling into this over. Nothing short of entertainment in Dambulla. This goes to Roshana Besing's Dance Academy.
Great celebration, I'll tell you. There have been some wonderful celebrations, some unique ones, honestly. Oh, you love to see the fans turning up in their numbers, isn't it? They're so overjoyed, I must say, to watch Sri Lanka doing well and winning. Oh, look at that. I'm not sure whether they know that they are on camera. Chip down to long on. Will this be taken? No. There was some hesitation by Sadira Samaravikrama. He was in 2 minds. He wasn't sure. Eventually falling just short of him.
Valiant attempt and saves 2 runs importantly. Doing the right thing. Trying to be positive. Go for the catch. After he knew he wasn't going to make it. Pulls him back slightly and saves 2 runs. Good awareness shown by Sadira.
Yeah, saving 2 runs, very important. That's the one that goes straight through, slides on.
Much better length. Let's hold its line. That's a length. Gulpidin Naib possibly wanted to find anything fuller or anything shorter, lining himself up. But the length was perfect.
Well, his pace, he's looked to vary his pace. Now that delivery over 100 Ks, the previous one also. But his problem has been that he's been a little bit inconsistent with his line. That time looking to flick it, which he does well. Just imagine how strong those fingers must be to try and flick that ball and bowl so accurately. I used to ask Ajanta Mendis how he did that when he first came on the scene. In the gap, that before. Again a little bit over pitched. And what Gurbaz did well was he gave himself room.
Now with all the fielders in the offside, in the circle, Gurbaz doing the right thing. Trying to bisect that gap in the offside. Possibly my mistakes, trying to bowl a full Yorker. All his credit, did bowl that very well. But good batsmanship shows that Gurbaz gets a boundary. Straight, and gives it. That looked plumb in front, and Gurbaz has taken the review. Maybe some bats, but it looked very, very close.
TV umpire director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is out. I check the feed. It's a fair delivery. Start with the front on spin vision, please. Ball was close to the bat. I need ultra to check whether any bat pin or there, please. Copy it. Waiting for ultra Linda.
Ultra coming up.
Ultra is coming. Keep it rolling through. Keep it rolling through. Keep it rolling through. Yes, satisfied. No bat involved. No bat involved. Go to ball tracker when it is ready, please. Ball tracking is coming. Pitching in line. Impact in line. Wickets hitting. You can stay with your original out decision. Stand by. You are on camera. Make your signal.
See, the only doubt that decision would have had was there a touch? Was there a feather? Once that was cleared, we all knew where that ball was heading. Gurbaz goes for 13. Afghanistan 30 for 3 at the end of 4.
Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her?
Jack! It's 3 a.m. It's a burger. Just get one tomorrow.
Oh, I will. Yep, it's back. Big tasty, big love.
For 3. The man who was striking the ball quite nicely, Ramanullah Gurbaz, dismissed. And it brings Azmatullah Urmazai to the middle. Afghanistan backs against the wall. That's the last wicket to go. It's too full to be playing the sweep shot to. And it's gone very quickly as well. Gulbuddin Naib in the air. Is this another wicket? Yes, it is. It's the captain, Wanindu Hasaranga. And I think there was just a slight change of pace in this one.
Yeah, slower ball does the trick for Gulbuddin Naib, who thought that he could clear the fielder inside the circle, and crowd is absolutely loving this. For Afghanistan, falling apart, chasing down a big total. Have already lost 4 wickets. This is Gulbuddin Naib. Slower ball, not able to read it. Thought that he could clear the fielder inside the circle. Wanindu Hasaranga goes back and takes a beautiful catch. This is really, really a good catch. Gulbuddin Naib departs for 4. Afghanistan are struggling at 30 for 4.
Help your kids get to grips with their cash with NatWest Rooster Money. They can save for what they want, manage their money, and even help out to earn extra cash. You'll get alerts and can easily top them up. Download the app and sign up for your Rooster card. First month free, then $1.99 a month. Search NatWest Rooster Money in your app store. NatWest. Tomorrow begins today.
Murky waters Afghanistan find themselves in early in the innings. 1 ball into the 5th over, and they're 4 wickets down. Mohammad Nabi. There's a great pedigree at this level, almost 2,000 runs. He will know what's expected of him.
Yeah. Well, for Gulbuddin Naib, you got to feel that it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So you got to take it till the deep. You can't just finish it with one shot or two. He will certainly feel bad about how he hit that slower ball and gives away his wicket. It's back-to-back wickets. Last ball of the early over, first ball of the next over. Rahmanullah Gurbaz, Gulbadin Naib back in the dugout. But I tell you what, different format, one-day international. In a losing cause though, Azmatullah Omarzai and Muhammad Nabi put the second highest partnership for the sixth wicket. 242. Oh, he's bowled it! Just that we were talking about it. This is not looking good for Afghanistan. Azmatullah Omarzai.
Well. You couldn't have scripted this. Binura strikes and strikes again. He's played down the wrong line, hasn't he? The ball's just gone on pretty straight. Look where that front foot is, outside the leg stump. He's trying to hit the ball through extra cover on the off. That's the problem. Omarzai goes for none. Afghanistan now 31 for 5.
At Tails.com, every dog gets their very own tailor-made kibble blend. Go to Tails.com and tell us about your dog, and we'll create their unique recipe. We use precise nutrients tailored to their needs and the taste they love. All made with our high-quality ingredients and at great Tails.com value. Right now, get 50% off your first box. Go to Tails.com today and tell us all about your dog.
Oh, Afghanistan. They've got a mountain to climb. Karim Janat walks out to the middle at the fall of the fifth. It'll be called wide.
Well, things have been a little difficult for Afghanistan throughout this tour. You'll say that Afghanistan gets to fight with the table and table wins, like kind of situation that you just cannot find the win. And Sri Lanka have really been very tough to beat inside the home conditions. Yeah, trying to hit that, and you see just that not coming down onto the ball. Now Karim Janat and Muhammad Nabi have a huge job in front of him. Can they pull it off?
Yeah, he's not got his foot anywhere near the line of the ball. It's important to have good hands, yes. But the technique helps as well. On that occasion, not too much technique to speak about. Tucked away. That will be a welcome boundary for Afghanistan.
Yeah, Afghanistan will need a lot many of these this time around, playing it with caution, just waiting for it and then tucking it down to the deep fine leg region. Fielder was much square at the deep backward square leg, you could tell, because the fine leg is inside the circle, so playing it away from him, as you rightly said, welcome boundary for Afghanistan.
The end of a very, very good over for Binura Fernandez. 3 wickets in it, 36 for 5.
Well, Afghanistan, things not looking very good for them at this moment inside the power play. They've already lost half their men, 36 on the board. Another 52 runs to chase in 90 balls.
beg your pardon, I said 3 wickets in the previous over. It was 2 from Vinara Fernando. And a scorecard that needs a bit of impetus. These are the 2 wickets. First one, Gulbuddin Naeem.
Yeah. First ball and then second one. They're claiming the catch. They're claiming the catch. The umpire doesn't look interested.
Two is the call. And 2 they'll get only because of the fumble. Sadira Samarukirma got himself there quickly enough.
Yeah, this is just a shout that Kusal Mendes looks very interested, but then when you ask for the DRS, he says, you know what, let's give it another thought.
It always baffles me the number of times you see the keeper or a slip or fielders around the bat appealing vociferously, and then when it's given not out, they don't go for a review.
Well, Afghanistan into a very interesting phase here. Can they pull it off from here? A lot will depend how they go about their work here. Afghanistan have done it in the past. Can do it certainly, but it's quite difficult from here. It's important they do not lose any other wicket. They cannot afford to lose another wicket from here.
Ooh, down the wicket. And then he's stopped halfway. And he's got a little wry smile on his face because he's enjoying the battle between bat and ball. It's 40 for 5.
McDelivery? You in?
I'm in.
I'm in. Which spicy? Medium meal. Yeah. I'm in.
I'm in. McCrispy. We're in.
Oh, fries for me.
Wait, did someone say fries? I'm in.
I'm in. Yeah, I well fancy a fillet of fish. Expand your palate.
Big Mac. Mayo chicken. Double cheeseburger. I'm in.
There's nothing quite like hot delivery. You in? Oh, I'm in.
Umpire Rumbukwela will signal the start of the second power play. Afghanistan will be hoping their fortunes will most certainly be different in this segment of the game. That's nicely played. This could run away to the boundary. Oh, great work. Patul Nisanka saves one.
And a direct hit will have almost cost the wicket. Puts in a dive. Kareem Janat. Will be interesting to see how far he was from the crease. It was well hit, timed so well, equally well fielded. And this is when you say teamwork is dreamwork. Oh my God, this was a goner. This is the last thing you will want, Afghanistan. Some luck turning Afghanistan's way. Yeah.
What was Dikshana doing? He should have been behind the stumps, or at least with that pace of the ball next to the stumps to be able to try and effect the run out.
Yeah, these are the small things that matter. The presence of mind. Or maybe you trust your co-partner so much that you believe he will have hit it.
I guess, but if you're behind the stumps where he could have been, you've got a better opportunity to see if it's going to hit. captain there as well. Just indicating to him that he should have been behind the stumps. Yes, you might think it might be a direct hit, but if you're behind the stumps, it's easier for you to see the line of the ball and whether it's going to hit the stumps or not. Yeah, there you go. A little indication to say you should have been behind the stumps, mate.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. He's telling him, why were you not behind the stumps? And Karim Jannat was still away. But Afghanistan need this bit of a luck. So they've pulled the fielder back at the deep after being there for a little while. This has been also a very good over. See, this is what pressure does. 5 runs only in the 5 deliveries of this number 7 over. It's because you do not have the wickets over there. You've already lost 5 wickets.
One. Two's the call. It'll only be 1. Good work from the Sri Lankan fielders. 46 for 5.
It's been a very good over from Tikshana.
At Tails.com, every dog gets their very own tailor-made kibble blend. Go to Tails.com and tell us about your dog, and we'll create their unique recipe. We use precise nutrients tailored to their needs and the taste they love. All made with our high-quality ingredients and at great Tails.com value. Right now, get 50% off your first box. Go to Tails.com today and tell us all about your dog.
Wickets falling and wickets falling regularly. And as if they haven't got enough problems to deal with, Afghanistan now have to deal with Matisha Patirana, player of the match in the previous game. 4 important wickets to close off the innings for Sri Lanka. And places the captain from the south end. He bowled from the north end in the previous game. Oh, that's nicely hit. And that's straight to the fielder.
Well, he was the man between the win for Afghanistan, Matisha Patirana. The moment he got the wicket of Karim Jannat. And after that, Noor, Qais, Naveen ul Haq, none of them had answered to his bowling. Got Azmatullah Omarzai out first. Hadn't seen him before. So he's really been the change in the previous game.
Just feeling outside the off stump. He had a fantastic performance in that previous match.
Yep, first to fall was Azmatullah Omarzai. And then Karim Jannat, just when he was set, had scored 15 runs. Partnership had built nicely. But that wicket, and then Noor had no answer. And goal with, I beg your pardon, Naveen ul Haq. That was a match-changing spell for Matisha Patirana. And his speed, he was clicking 150, 53.
Yeah, he bowled quickly and accurately, and that's what did the Afghanistan batsman. 149.9 that first wicket, 147, another one 149, and so was the last one. He was consistently bowling above 140 Ks, an average of 145. That's not easy to deal with, in particular for lower order batsmen. Nicely played. Oh, Binura Fernando. The fielder dives over the ball and it'll be 4. Mahesh Tikshana, I beg your pardon.
Well, Mahesh Tikshana gave it a chase. It was just the very last moment. The ball ran away from it, but that's a good shot into the links, and Mohammad Nabi doesn't do much, just times it beautifully. And Mahesh Tikshana, watch it. He ran hard, threw himself, but it was all gone to the boundary. He didn't like it.
And brought up to 50 as well, that boundary. 52 for 5. Oh, it's gone up in the air. It's an opportunity. Two fielders converging. And Mahesh Tikshana puts it down.
Well, he certainly hasn't been having a very good day out in the field. You'll tell from the reaction of the crowd. Well, the smile doesn't mean they're happy. The smile means they're on the screen and they just feel a little bit of shy. But this one, Mahesh Tikshana, slow ball, Muhammad Nabi not reading it. I tell you what, in the previous inning he got out of Dasun Chanaka's slower ball. This time, Mahesh Tikshana called it. They were fielding merging in and it just popped out of his hand.
Yeah, it's never easy. But he didn't get under the ball early enough and managed to steady himself. Still moving when the ball was coming down. Misfield, but won't be costly to Sri Lanka. 8 gone, 53 for 5.
Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her?
Jack! It's 3 a.m. It's a burger. Just get one tomorrow.
Oh, I will. Yep, it's back. Big tasty, big love.
Nabi goes big, and he gets a 6. They need quite a few of those blows. They need Nabi. They need Janat to bat out of their skins now.
Vanadu Hasran, the first ball in the over, put under pressure. Was a googly attempted. Nabi picked him and targets the offside and clears it pretty easily.
Yeah, they can't play safe. They got Matisha Patirana also to worry about. Nicely played. Patirana cuts it off, but they get 2. They're up with the rates. That's what you need.
Yeah, how costly is that going to be? Tikshana underneath that high catch, never looked comfortable, slower delivery, straight up in the air, that went up to the sky, brought a sun star down. He never looked comfortable.
Hit hard down the ground. Another couple. No, good fielding. Dasun Chanaka very quick across the grass.
Yeah, Dasun has been really good in the field. This is Mahesh Tikshana again. Never looked comfortable. Never steadied himself. Saying mine, mine, with Dhananjay De Silva was lurking around. In the end, pops it out.
But you've got to give it to him. He wanted it. He called Dhananjay De Silva off it though. But hard hands, the way that ball pops out, there was no give. Hard ball, easier to go at it with the field restrictions. Then you create a foundation for the last few overs to push. That's how teams have been scoring runs in the past. That's what we saw here today as well. Sri Lanka lost their way, 5 for 121. Matthews took his time to play himself in. Was 2 off 7, ended up with 42 off 22. Samara Vikrama steadying the ship. Scored 21 off the last 11 balls. That's the push that gave Sri Lanka these runs. Good running. They've got 11 off the Hasaranga over, 64 for 5.
At Tails.com, every dog gets their very own tailor-made kibble blend. Go to Tails.com and tell us about your dog, and we'll create their unique recipe. We use precise nutrients tailored to their needs and the taste they love. All made with our high-quality ingredients and at great Tails.com value. Right now, get 50% off your first box. Go to Tails.com today and tell us all about your dog.
Wickets fell in a hurry because Afghanistan were trying to go hard and get that advantage in the power play. Dasun Shanaka introduced. Matisha Patirana, just the 1 over. Tino Mavoy earlier made the point that in the previous game he bowled from the far end. And it's from Dasun Shanaka's end that he bowled today. There's a reason for that. It's to do with the wind. Wind or no wind, Nabi is powerful.
That was against the wind. Slow ball picked up pretty early by Mohammad Nabi. What a great shot that was. Probably expecting it to be shorter or back of the length. Wow, that's power. For a moment, the fielder at deep into Sadira thought he's in the game, but powerful stroke.
2000 T20 international runs for Mohammad Nabi. He's the second Afghan batter to get to that landmark. It's gone. Mendes hangs on and Nabi's out.
And Dasun Shanaka gets his revenge. First ball went for a maximum. Second deliveries for seam up much quicker. 128 clicks. And Mohammad Nabi trying to go over extra cover possibly. Thick outside edge and Kusal Mendes does the rest. Good catch. And that will make Dasun Shanaka feel very good. Yeah, he's pumped up. Did not get a chance to bat. And he shines with the ball, getting rid of Mohammad Nabi. Gone for 27 of 17. Afghanistan in trouble. 70 for 6.
At Tails.com, every dog gets their very own tailor-made kibble blend. Go to Tails.com and tell us about your dog, and we'll create their unique recipe. We use precise nutrients tailored to their needs and the taste they love. All made with our high-quality ingredients and at great Tails.com value. Right now, get 50% off your first box. Go to Tails.com today and tell us all about your dog.
Najibullah Zadran is in at 8 now. Him coming in at 8 would mean it is a strong, long batting lineup. They did strengthen it, but it's not worked. 139, that strike rate. Why it looked sharp was Mendes was very close because Shanaka bowls lots of slower balls.
That was a sharp catch by Kusal. Really good agility. And in the end, a very good catch. With Zadran coming at number 8. And possibly the number 6 in the previous batsman in the game, beg your pardon. He's right here. He's always here. It's a good bouncer. Very good bouncer. He got his tail high, Dasun Shanaka. He's everywhere. The man, the myth, the Rasalano. Where are you? Yeah, he is. Here we go.
Yeah, they're Roshan's mates out there.
It's good for some search of some love into the crowd. Roshan Abhisinger missing in the combox.
Yep, Raga Marambo does well. Now he can throw from with both hands. Now, if the batters don't know that, they can get themselves into trouble. He actually prefers to throw with his right. That's the slow delivery. Correction, that was the seam up. And Mendes has to react. He's just on the edge of the pitch because Shanaka generally bowls lots of slow ones and he's crept in. Usually, the wind here at the Rangiri Dambula Stadium blows from the Bankatua Lake across the ground. Today, it's going the other way. It swung around and Sri Lanka reacting well to it. 70 for 6.
McDelivery? You in?
I'm in.
I'm in. Which spicy? Medium meal. Yeah. I'm in.
I'm in. McCrispy. We're in.
Oh, fries for me.
Wait, did someone say fries? I'm in.
Yeah, I well fancy a fillet of fish. Expand your palate.
Double cheeseburger! I'm in!
There's nothing quite like a delivery. You in? Oh, I'm in.
118 of 60 required. Sri Lanka scored 100 of the last 10 in their innings. The last 3 overs, 49. 58 of the last 4. That's when Angelo Matthews and Samara Vikram really played some wonderful shots. Now they must be getting a little bit of reverse swing. They've swung him around and he's bowling with great control, Pathirana. Yep, he dips into the right-hander. He's been bowling around that 150, 153 mark on many occasions, considering the first T20 international as well.
Taking a closer look at Binder Fernando, where he feels is very fine at fine leg. Usually you don't get this fine, purely because whenever Matisha Pathirana loses his radar and Kusal Mendes is in trouble, sometimes the fine leg field being such fine can save the boundary. Even for the left-hander, he comes in.
Yeah, third man fine leg, very fine. Because it's the Yorker. Look, he's getting his timing right in terms of his run-up, his release point. That's why he's getting it through at that speed consistently. Last year, 141. 2023, 141 his average pace. This year, it's up to 146 already.
Yeah, fine leg third man, very fine because of the pace, but he's Matisha Pathirana bowling at. And clearly, I've seen Matisha for over the years, for the last 5-6 years. He has definitely bulked up a little, looks much stronger. And more cricket he plays, gaining that confidence in bowling with the older ball and the new ball.
There's a slip now. Look at it run off the bat. Third man, very fine, hence it's 4.
Man, that's pure timing by Najibullah Zadran, making use of all the pace with Matisha Pathirana at 2 offer. Southside yaw stump. A good lengthing ball, especially with Dhananjay Silva at first slip. You expect Matisha to bowl length deliveries. But nevertheless, this pitch could have timing. Opening his offside, showing all his sums. And Binder Fernando at third man had no chance.
Now point gets finer. And also the sweeper. They're all behind the wicket on the offside. The feet don't move at all. Najibullah Zadran, because they're trying to hold their position.
That's Nawal Haq with the blue-coloured ball, the white colour with Matisha Pathirana. Huge contrast. This is where the batsmen got to make their eye level different, and possibly at the stance, if you're crouching down or standing up high up with the bounce what Nawal Haq can offer. It's never going to be easy, especially when Sid Maling, for example, when he started, remember, when we were playing up in New Zealand, sometimes the batsman had to get the umpire a white colour hat right in front of their belly button. Similarly for Matisha Pathirana, it will take a little while for the batters to get used to. And Nawal Haq with a straight arm, most of the time, it's quite easy to pick.
Yep, from that angle you can line him up. You can get outside the line of the stumps and work it, because you know what's coming at you. But when you're bowling straight, wicket to wicket, it's harder to take those chances. Nawal Haq will need to start using that crease a lot more. He's got a good slower ball. He's getting a bit of reverse, isn't he? That's why he swung him around. He's been given the freedom to have a go at the batter. So you'll take a few wides, a few erratic deliveries from Pathirana, but you don't want him to carry the weight of bowling just line and length.
You've got to be unpredictable as much as possible. And the captain would have given him the ball to be attacking as possible. And then he gets it right. And it's so refreshing to see a bowler running in and bowling 150 in these conditions. Especially up in Dambulla. If you get the right length, there's always some sort of a help for the fast bowlers. Mixing his length, targeting the ribcage of Karim Jannat. Matisha Pathirana, definitely the last 4 years, which I've seen, definitely bulk up and looking much more fitter. Comparison, Nawal Haq, something that he needs to work on in the future. Just bang in the middle of the chest of the umpire where Matisha Patin delivers. That's a vast difference. For a batter, your eye line got to adjust as soon as possible.
Oh yes, well directed. He's such a handful. You just don't know what's coming out of that hand. And at that pace.
Last ball, it was a nasty bounce. Don't think Najibullah Zadran took it early. At the last moment, oh, right on the money.
Another short one. Ends the 11th. It's 80 for 6.
Who are we saving today, Money Super 7?
At Money Supermarket, you'll get a year of free days out at thousands of venues when you buy car insurance, broadband and more. Then, buy more products with us and we'll give you even more rewards to spend however you want. The more times you save on your household bills, the more you'll be rewarded.
Not bad.
The Super Save Club from Money Supermarket. Seriously rewarding.
The wickets fell and the pressure mounted. The fact that Angelo Matthews gives you 2 good overs with the new ball really opens up Hasaranga's options as they go deep into that bowling effort. Tasun Shanaka with his change of pace can make up those 4 overs later on. Hasaranga also now seems to be able to bank on Patirana and can delay him, so he's got bowlers for different situations.
And also have a bowling option in Dhananjay De Silva, who's very clever. In any conditions, any time of the innings, he comes in, gets his job done. Got his all bases covered, Vanidhu Hasaranga. And at the moment, just trusting on Vanidhu Hasaranga. And Dasun Shan going to pick up another wicket for Sri Lanka. Wonder with the left hand in, Vanidhu Hasaranga will be tempted to give over to Dhananjay De Silva. We saw with Mohammad Nabi bowling to Charita Salanga, there are a couple of deliveries which turn and bounce. Probably something that Vanidhu will be keeping an eye. But at the moment, he got his overs covered with Dasun bowling his second over. Got his main bowlers bowling really well. And he's looking for wickets.
Hit hard. Hasaranga got it covered. He won't mind. As long as the boundaries don't leak, that required rate will keep rising. 7 balls since the last boundary. Required rate above 12.
And looking at Vanidhu Hasaranga running towards that ball, never looked comfortable. He's carrying this Achilles tendon niggle. Did not play the last ODI up in Pallakele. Never looked comfortable, but he's giving his 100%.
Parveez, if that's the case, should he not be in the circle where he doesn't have to run or chase the ball as much?
Yeah, looking at the longer run, looking at the calendar, I would like to see Vanidhu Hasaranga in the circle, getting the workload a bit below. But that's the character of Vanidhu Hasaranga. He wants to be in the limelight always. Goes to everywhere where the ball goes. It's just a fighting spirit. Like the captain giving that message to the other players as well. It's important that he keeps himself fit going up to the World Cup.
Everybody stays fit. Just the 4 games remaining to get your plans right, your squad, for players to settle into their roles and build on their confidence. 1 more against Afghanistan, and then you have 3 T20 internationals against Bangladesh. Next month, that will be played away. Slower ball. He's got that knuckle delivery also now. That's another variation he's brought into his game, which is hard to pick up.
along with the cutters, running the fingers over.
Now, talking about the next tour in Bangladesh in the World Cup, we've got Dushman the Chamira trying to make a comeback with an injury, slow delivery in the last delivery by back of the hand in the end by Dasun. You got Dilshan Madhusanka in the squad, and you got another slinger in Nuwan Tushar who bowls really well with the new ball. And at the end, it's got plenty of choices when it comes to fast bowling battery. Just that how you use it is going to be important. Slow ball, picks it, and bisects that gap. Ends the over with a boundary. 12 done, 91 for 6.
Jack! It's 3 a.m. It's a burger. Just get one tomorrow.
Oh, I will. Yep, it's back. Big tasty, big love.
97 of 48 balls. They got 4 wickets remaining. In theory, it is tough. But we have seen funny things happen. We have seen unbelievable things happen in this format. This is that last ball. What Afghanistan will be hoping for is to try and backbeat, drag this game as long as they can, and try and have a decent platform, and then maybe assess. So what should Sri Lanka do? Sri Lanka needs to try and keep knocking them over. They just can't afford to let a partnership develop. Mahesh Dikshana is on. Good evening, Tino.
Good evening, Rashad. Yeah, I'll have to agree with you. Afghanistan are in a very difficult situation. They have to try and, I guess, get as much as they can out of this game and the situation that they find themselves in. Just makes me again question the decision to bowl first. On a pitch that really didn't suggest that there would be anything in it. Russell Arnold suggested it was probably drier than the surface in the first fixture.
Yeah, it's an interesting point. It's an interesting one. Oh, that's hit hard. That's really hit hard. These guys definitely pack a punch, I'll tell you. They're powerful strikers. That hit him. Was it on the wrist? Let's see. Looking to flick it. Taken on the full. Hit really hard. Oh, just above that wrist. Just above that wrist. That can be painful, I'll tell you.
He's in the wars in the field, isn't he, today? Mahesh Dikshana. Yeah, just Afghanistan chasing 180 against the test playing nations. Won only once. Chased down 190, got it 7 down against Zimbabwe. That's back in 2015 in Sharjah. And the other 6 times they've had to do that against the top nations, they've lost 6 times.
Well, this is the laser show, the light show. This happens during the break. Very colorful. Just knock off all the lights and then you start. It happened during the first game. It happened today. It will happen again in the third game. Very beautiful, very picturesque. And novel. T20 cricket is about having novelty and entertainment. For some reason, the dancing girls seem to have disappeared, Tino.
That's not a good thing.
Which is not?
The dancing girls missing. They bring a lot of life to the game, Roshan.
What about this? That's gone the distance. That's gone quite a distance. He's hitting it into the wind. In fact, with the wind, I must say. And that's gone all the way for 6. Now, let me correct you. They are cheer girls or cheerleaders.
I think you're correcting yourself, Roshan. Yeah, this is nicely played. And you can see that he's just got under the ball. He knows that with the short boundary and the assistance of the breeze, it'll get over comfortably. 88 meters that hits.
Yeah, I tell you, these are dangerous cricketers. The Afghan batters, they're experienced. We all know that they play around, leagues around the world, so they know how to assess situations. Now he follows up the 6 with a single. They've got 8 of 5 balls. They need to go at 12.5. What they'll try to do is not let this 12.42 get out of hand. They'll try and keep it. Maybe going into the last 5 overs if they can.
And on top of that, we know how devastating Najibullah Zadran in particular can be as well. So this game by no means over. 100 up, 100 for 6.
Coming right up around you.
88 of 42. Now in terms of balls versus runs, that's a lot. It's a lot to get, but Karim Janat 28. He's just starting to warm up of 22. Najibullah 9 of 13. Now every dot ball will add on to the pressure. I'm not saying dot balls are going to win you. You need wickets, but dot balls will start creating the pressure and make batters do different things or start doing mistakes.
Yes!
That's what I'm talking about. The 100th wicket for Wanidu Hasaranga. Second quickest to take 100 wickets after Rashid Khan. Only in his 63rd game. We spoke about dots. We spoke about the pressure. And that's the result of it.
Yeah, I was just about to say that these two will need to stick it out for the majority of these remaining overs. Najibullah Zadran is through the shot before the ball is even there. Hasn't kept his eye on the ball. What a celebration. 100 wickets in T20 international cricket in pretty good time as well. Zadran goes for 9, Afghanistan 100 for 7.
Right now, the situation of Afghanistan has got even worse. 100 for 7. Nur Ahmed is the new batter. Karim Janat, 28 of 22. He'll be the one that Afghanistan's hope will be hanging on. But to do that, Nur Ahmed will have to give him a lot of support. Can't afford to play dots. Give as many deliveries to Karim Janat.
Yeah, the loss of this wicket, a leg spin on this occasion, will make it very difficult now for Afghanistan, in particular Karim Janat. There'll be a little extra weight on the shoulder that he won't be able to carry because he's out. Great catch. Dasun Shanaka at extra cover.
Talk about Sri Lanka's fielding. That's one aspect that seemed to have improved by leaps and bounds. We've spoken about it. They've been sharp. They've been good with their catching. Yes, the odd catch has been missed. They've been throwing themselves around. And this is another testimony of how well Sri Lanka has fielded. Hit hard, up-ish. Take a look at this catch. What an outstanding catch. Diving forward, never easy.
Yeah, Hasaranga had 100 wickets. He now has 101. Janat goes for 28. 101 for 8.
McDelivery? You in?
I'm in.
I'm in. McSpicy. Medium meal.
Yeah, I'm in.
I'm in. McCrispy. We're in.
Oh, fries for me.
Wait, did someone say fries? I'm in.
I'm in. Yeah, I well fancy a fillet of fish. Expand your palate.
Big Mac. Mayo chicken. Double cheeseburger. I'm in.
There's nothing quite like a delivery. You in? Oh, I'm in.
One for 8, slip in. Sri Lankan fielders creeping in, getting closer in the 30-yard circle. And looking to be aggressive as well.
A good catch. I think it's important to take note why. Look at the way he extended the arms to make sure that the elbows don't hit the ground. And have an opportunity for the ball to pop out of the hands. Take a look at that. Outstanding catch. 14 gone. 101 for 8.
Well, this is confirmation that Wanindu Hasaranga is the second quickest. Oh, well bowled, well bowled. It went the other way. That's the mystery. Just take a look at this graphic again. Wanindu Hasaranga, the second quickest. 10 games behind Rashid Khan. Lasith Malinga's there. And some well-known names. Mustafiz Sodhi, Rashid Khan at the top of the tree.
Last wicket to fall, Karim Janat. Probably a bit of extra bounce. A lot higher up on the bat than he wanted. But that is a great catch. Wonderful catching technique.
Yeah, great technique. Great technique. The catching, as you said, he made sure that he didn't hit those elbows on the ground and prevented that ball popping out. It could easily happen. Just diving forward, he let that ball come in. Almost slid into it. That is a great technique. Fielding has gone to another level in this game. Overall, in T20 cricket, batting, fielding, innovation has been magnificent. If you're a batter, as a fielder, you move quickly or expected to have great agility. As a bowler, you look to develop skill. It's a whole new game. Runs down to third man. That before.
Nice. Use the pace well here. Naveen ul Haq. There is no third man fielder. There's a very square fielder, but look at that. Just the deft touch opens the face. Sadira Samarukum are not able to stop that from getting into the boundary. 9 fours, 3 sixes in the innings. At this stage, coming towards the 15 over mark, chasing 180, you need a lot more.
See, if you compare the dot balls, Sri Lanka in their entire innings played 35 dots. Afghanistan at this stage into the 15th over has played 41. It just confirms where they are chasing this score and how difficult things have been to them. That we called a wide. I feel again, once again, beg the question as to why the decision to bat second was.
Yeah, I think we've deciphered that I certainly prefer batting second. They've got some good results batting second. So it definitely is a preference from the Afghanistan side of things. 15 overs gone. It's 107 for 8.
The required rate is now over 16 runs and over 81 of 30. That is now reaching almost impossible proportions. With 2 wickets to go for Afghanistan. And Sri Lanka looking to clean up things. Well, at the moment, they could only get singles, and it won't hurt Sri Lanka. They wouldn't mind it. They'll give them enough singles. But Afghanistan obviously need chasing 16.5 runs, is a couple of sixes, a couple of fours in an over, which is now becoming difficult. Batting down to the tail. See, there have been some similarities when both Sri Lanka and Afghanistan have batted. Now, 7 to the 15th over, both Sri Lanka and Afghanistan made 67 runs for 3 wickets. But the vital difference has been in the power play. First 6 overs, Sri Lanka got 55 for 2, Afghanistan 40 for 5. So they lost their way in the power play, and it becomes very difficult for them to recover from there.
Yeah, it becomes very difficult for all of us people to think about how they go away and try and come back and fight in the final game of the series. Series is done. But they would have been encouraged with the performance in the last game. Went down to the wire, last over. And then they come today and it really has all gone wrong. Oh, he's looking to heave that through the leg side. Thick inside edge. Bit of confusion, but all ends well. 16 overs gone, 110 for 8, Afghanistan.
Four overs remaining. It's about the formalities now because Sri Lanka so far ahead in this game. Matisha Pathirana is back into the attack and he'll hurl them down at 150s. We saw he was way too good for Naveen-ul Haq and Noor Ahmed in that 19th over, which won the game for Sri Lanka in the first T20 game. When Sri Lanka needed something special, he delivered.
Well, Afghanistan will feel very hurt because in that game, absolutely, the game was in Afghanistan's hand for most part of the game. They had a strong comeback, got 5 of Sri Lanka's wicket for only 14 runs and then came back, batted well. It was Pathirana who changed things and took the game away from Afghanistan. So Afghanistan will really feel hurt because now it's quite difficult for this stage for the tail-enders to score you 78 runs in 23 balls with the required rate of 20, and then the bowler is bowling at 150 clicks. It's not going to happen. Very difficult.
Even today when the game took off, it was very similar. Sri Lanka off to a flyer and Afghanistan fighting back. 5 for 121 Sri Lanka were. Oh, full and straight. Doesn't get it. He wants the review because Prageet Rambukwella, the umpire, was not impressed. But I do think there's a bit of battle in that.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out. I check the feed. It's a fair delivery. Start with the front on spin mission, please. Show me the ultra edge also. Looks to be inside edge. I want to confirm with the ultra edge, please.
Coming up.
Yes, satisfied. There's a clear spike as the ball next to the bat. Go back to on-field umpire, please. Rambux, you can stay with your not-out decision. You are on camera.
Yep, a lot of bat. Off the middle of the bat, in fact. Hasaranga looks like he can't believe it. I don't know what Hasaranga is complaining about.
Maybe he's
having a chat. He's not really complaining, but he's off the middle of the bat, though.
Maybe he's telling the umpire, at least you saw it, and you will have told Patirana, come on, are you kidding me? You really, really want that review?
Gone. This time straight through. That was quick. Very, very quick.
Yeah. Too good for Naveenul Haq. This is the second time in a row he gets bowled out to Matisha Patirana, who gets the first for tonight. Afghanistan lose their 9th wicket. Afghanistan will be really, really sad with the performance they have put here. Watch this. Full Yorker. And nothing that Naveenul Haq could do about it. Bring his bat down, but that was too late. Matisha Patirana gets the breakthrough. Naveenul Haq departs after making 5. Afghanistan just 1 wicket left in the bank. 111 for 9.
It's Farooqi. Number 11. Up against Patirana. Oh, he gets that wrong. He gets that wrong. Now, looking at the wicket, you said, what could he do different? There's nothing he can do. Well, I think he can shorten that back lift. He knows he's quick. He knows he's going to be bowling those Yorkers. Keep a lower bat so that you keep that ball out. Of course, it's not going to affect the game here because he needs runs, though.
Well, I don't want to disagree with you, Russ, but I think the bat did come down, but the trajectory, he didn't read the line. He brought the bat down, but the ball was actually just away from his bat.
Low back lift allows you to get to it. And quicker right behind.
True, but then are you not expecting a lot from the tail ender? See, what Afghanistan changed in this game was shuffling the batting order. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of shuffling the batting orders. Bringing in Hazratul Azazai, opening alongside Ibrahim Zadran, and then bring in Rahmanullah Gurbaz to bat as one down. It was after 33 T20 innings that Rahmanullah Gurbaz came and batted as number 3, and then changing the spot for like Kulbadeen and then Azmat. So quite a shuffling in there.
Keeps it out, Farooqi. And he's enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, every ball that you can defend as the tail ender against the pace of 150 clicks is going to be a win for you. Look at that. Nothing if you talk about the technique or whatever. But all he does well at the end of the day is to just have brought the bat down to the ball.
At least a couple for Farooqi.
Well, that's a good shot. Much better than the previous attempt that he made. This time, Matisha Patirana trying to bowl the Yorker. Doesn't get it right, and Fazlak Farooqi opens his account. But how disappointed Afghanistan would be with the performance. They had the first game, they will think in their control and could have squared the series.
Gone. That's the end of that. Tasun Shanaka plucks that out of thin air. And Afghanistan have been bowled out for 115. It's a massive win. A really, really good win. A confidence-boosting win that Sri Lanka have been searching for quite a while. They take the series as well. They win by 72 runs.
Yeah. A very disappointing end to Afghanistan series because the series has been won by Sri Lanka. Remember, this is 3 T20 internationals played. The first 2 have now been won by Sri Lanka, meaning the last will just be the formality. Afghanistan will want to win the solace win. But this one, if you can't get him out by the wicket, just bowl the one that he'll be happy to put the bat on to straight into the hands of the fielder at the cover. Matisha Patirana takes 2 wickets to end the process for Afghanistan in the formalities. Afghanistan are all out for 115 with 3 overs left.
5th series win for Sri Lanka, their 3rd at home.
Yeah, Hazratullah Sasai falling down cheaply. Ibrahim Zadran, that too falling to Angelo Matthews. What a day he's had. Gurbaz falling to Tikshana Gulbadi Naib, trying to clear the circle. For Binora, Umar Zai not opening his account and departing quickly.
Again, effective new ball bowling from Matthews. 2 for 9 after coming out and smashing the ball around with the bat. Binra Fernando got a couple. Everyone's chipped in. Hasaranga went past 100 T20 international wickets. It was a complete bowling performance by the Sri Lankans. Matthews in the first over.
Yeah, the flow of the wicket started. This one was hit poorly, but straight into the hands of Tikshana. Rahmanullah Gurbaz went across. Got plumb. LBW lost the review, lost this wicket. Gulbadi Naib didn't read the slower ball, couldn't clear the circle. One into Hasaranga, taking a great catch going backwards. Azmatullah Omarzai bowled with chopped in back onto the stump. Nabi, after hitting a maximum, could not clear the next one. Tasun Shanaka got the revenge and got him out. This was the 100th wicket for 1 into Hasaranga. The second fastest to 100 wickets after Rasid Khan. And got 2 wickets in the same over. Karim Jannat also falling cheap. And after that was just the formalities. Matisha Patirana closing down the tail, getting both the wickets off Naveen and Fazlak Farooqi.
Smiles all round. Sri Lanka celebrate a series win here. They were putting to bat. The batters stood up. There was a great end to the innings with Matthews 42 not out of 22 and Samara Vikrama getting a half century. 187 for 6 was always going to be hard to get, and Sri Lankan bowlers proved too much to handle. Couple of wickets to almost all the bowlers on shore. They win by 72 runs and also lead the 3-match series 2-0 at the moment. The presentation after the break.
Go to Paris. Go to Milan. Go places where you can't even hear yourself think. Go win it a 15th time. Or the first time. Go to the depths and the heights on the same night.
I cannot believe it!
Go and do it 2 years in a row.
Manchester City have done it!
Go all the way to Wembley and score